Lord have mercy. What's good morning? How y'all doing? Y'all, I'm drinking strawberry lemonade. I gotta stop drinking these sugary drinks. I gained so much weight. I'm always getting something from 7-Eleven instead of water. But y'all remind me to get some water, okay? Because all these sugary drinks are just not good. I would have talked to you. I'm gonna open up the show, get real personal with you guys. A couple of days ago, I was in the emergency room because I was just in so much pain. I went to the emergency room a couple of days ago and they took x-rays and I was in so like excruciating pain. So they had gave me where's my boot? They had gave me this boot to put on and they gave me some crutches. And I was in the ER, and I already know what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? I have to stay off my ankle, get surgery, or and all of that. But I work a job where I'm literally on my feet. So last night it was terrible. Like last night, I don't know how I got through these 8 hours last night. It was ruthless. Like when I got to my apartment, I literally had to get my crutches to get the weight off my right ankle. And it was hurting really, really bad. And I'm just sitting, just thinking, and I was just walking, and some just told me, you can't continue to do this job in the future. You're gonna have to think of other things if you want to continue to do this. So today I'm gonna be working on my resume to get out of doing CNA. I'm literally just gonna I'm not gonna let my CNA license like expire, but I know I can't continue to do that work. Now, previously I was at a company and they hired me to do the schedule. That was good, but the only thing is, if a CNA call off, in which they did every single day, and the phone, I was doing the shows and the phone would just be ringing, ring, 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 ring. You have to go in, you have to work. And so doing the schedule, because like people say, why don't you just be a scheduler? That ain't gonna work because CNA's always calling off, and you, the scheduler, have to go in to work and you have to do that. So I just been thinking, I think after my Vegas trip, I've really been thinking, I cut down a lot of expenses. I'm not getting a new car because I wanted to give me a new car. But until I work out my work situation and also focus on my YouTube situation, I'm not going to be adding on expenses like a car note. So I thank God that I paid my car off and stuff like that. But it was the excruciating pain, and it's gotten worse. Like I'll be in my apartment where my crutches can't put no weight on my right side to the point I can't hardly sleep because I can't hardly sleep because I'm in just so much pain, and then it's swelling up. And most people, I talked to a couple of specialists, you need surgery, but having a job with insurance, it don't cover the amount. And so I'm have a lot of stuff to think about, but I know for first and foremost that um I need to get off the foot. So I'm going to be looking for some jobs where I'm doing sit down, maybe doing a call center. I never done call center before, but I'm going to be looking like for a receptionist job, something where I'm able to sit down and do sit down work. Some days I don't want to do YouTube because I'm just in pain. Like if I get through working, it's difficult for me to I'm gonna get another chair, something where I can elevate, maybe like a love seat, So when I do my show, I can kind of like elevate my leg and do a show. Cause like some days I can't even tell you, I don't even have the energy to come on to do an episode. I'm in just excruciating pain. So I'm looking into getting like a love seat or a chair where I can prop my leg up and elevate it, like I said, elevate it, and stuff like that, because it's in excruciating pain. Because I work, anybody knows CNAs work the hardest. I'm going to do a whole breakdown about CNA work, working in nurse home, working in healthcare, working in all those situations. I'm definitely going to do a full breakdown. That's a lot of work. And then when you have a disability where you can't stand that long, it's even harder. You know what I'm saying? I like what I do. I love what I do. I'm good at what I do, but I know I cannot continue to stand on my feet all, do that work. So I'm going to be looking. You're going to see me a little bit more on YouTube. I'm just pushing, like I've been paying now, but I'm pushing through to do this video because I have been blessed with an audience, and I thank God for the audience. I thank God for the people that watch my show. I don't want to tear up, my gosh, but I thank God for you guys watching the show and showing me support. I thank God. Thank you, because I have this to do and to do an episode, and oh my gosh, hold on 1 second. I did not want to cry. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my gosh. Oh, not this morning. Hold on, you guys. I do not want y'all to see me these tears, okay? Okay. So, oh my gosh. Okay, I don't want to cry on camera, but I appreciate the love. I appreciate, the comments and the viewership. We get criticized on this show, and they say Wiley should have more subscribers. I should have, but when I look at other shows that have a lot of subscribers, we're doing the same numbers. In some cases, doing better. In some cases, and I appreciate the love. Like yesterday, when we did a live, we almost had 1,000 people in the chat yesterday, and I appreciate y'all love watching this show. Some say I troll, I just do commentary, and y'all love watching the show. Y'all love coming on the show. Y'all love watching. I appreciate that. And I don't say that enough, because I get emails, I get phone calls. Like when I take time off, I get emails and phone calls and texts, and just say, when you coming back? When you gonna do an episode? I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Still to this day, I don't consider myself a YouTuber. I just do it because I like just talking. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know just recently, probably about a year ago, 2 years ago, I didn't know that you can, like, this can really be a career. It took me a while to notice that. Like, just recently, I'm like, oh my God, this can really be a career. You can actually get paid to sit and talk and something, because I'm still in the mindset of being a worker. I have to transition my mind that you can be an entrepreneur, because I've been a worker so long that I still am a slave of that worker mentality of work, 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 work. But you can be working on the channel and put that energy like I put into these jobs. I could be a quote unquote a millionaire. And so I have to put focus on that. And I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Like yesterday, I mean, the numbers were thick. The people were in the chat. Let me log out on my Instagram, because people are sending me DMs. I'm so sorry, you guys. Let me log out on my Instagram, because I'm getting DMs anytime I go live, especially when I'm crying. People say, don't cry. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, now I just log out my Instagram. But, and people have been telling me that, but for a while, I'm like, oh, it's just YouTube, it's a channel and the internet. You know what I'm saying? This is not real. This is not a real quote unquote job, but this can actually be your career. And for the life of me, I never looked at YouTube as that. I just looked at YouTube. Oh, okay, you go live, you get a check, but it's not a career. That's not a real job. And so But I want to apologize for saying that because it can be a career. There's people on YouTube making hundreds of thousands, making millions of dollars, and they're living successful lives, and and one of their stream of income is is YouTube. And a lot of people, shout out to Kia Fori, shout out to fucking Aniva, shout out to T.S. Madison. The greats have expand outside of YouTube. Shout out to Larry Reed. The brother got a property in LA, got a property in Atlanta, got a property in Florida. That's great. Shout out to Tasha. You can really be successful on it if you do this seriously and take it serious. You could really be successful in doing it. So I appreciate that success can happen, but you have to. Excuse me. Hold on one second. You have to put in the work. So I appreciate that. But for a while, I didn't think as YouTube as you can just retire and do YouTube for a time. And because I always been conditioned that get a job, get 9 to 5. So that's have been my mindset. I didn't, and a lot of us were raised because I didn't grow up and said you could be an entrepreneur, you could be your own boss. That wasn't, even though my mother owned her own cleaning company and my aunt my aunt and uncle have a successful cleaning company. So I saw entrepreneurs, but still I never had nobody say, you know what, Wiley, you can be a boss, so you could be an entrepreneur. I never had that mindset. So when I got into YouTube and I started to get an audience, I was like, okay, wow, this is incredible. Even to this day, I'm still shocked that people watch the Wiley Show. I'm really shocked. I'm surprised when I get emails and get phone calls, when I get texts. It surprised me to this day. I'm still not in the moment of, oh, I'm successful on YouTube. I'm still surprised that, people tune into the Wiley Show. I'm shocked and surprised, and I appreciate the love. And then when I go back and I watch lives, I can watch a live and I make myself laugh. I'm laughing at myself. So, oh my gosh, I'm funny. Oh my gosh, I'm entertaining. Oh my gosh, people like my commentary. Our show, when we do topics, it's like comedy, and it's just fun. If we just have a good time over here, then we have the callers, then you have my facial reaction, then you get me say something on there, and then I may say something to trigger the audience, and they call in, and they're on the phone calling in and letting me have it. I appreciate it. And sometimes I go back to the phone calls. I'm like, damn, did I really? Some stuff I surprise myself that I say, because I'm very conservative. I'm very, very conservative. I'm not. People think I'm a liberal, but I'm very conservative. You know what I'm saying? I've been conservative for a while, so a lot of my views, you will be shocked at what I believe in. And so when I share these views, people be like, "Oh my gosh, he's trolling," but I really believe in this stuff. A lot of stuff that I say on my channel, but I appreciate the love of you coming on the channel, showing love. And when I looked at the Scorpion Show, and I'm name dropping because I want to name drop today. Okay, hashtag name drop. I was looking at the Scorpion Show, and they have 100. Give me a second. I want to quote and make sure I'm quoting it right. And this is no shade. This is, you got to listen to before you send this to Kevin, before this blow out to be some mess. I want to quote something really quickly, and I want to name drop. I look at the Scorpion Show, have 149,000 subscribers. And for all the media folks that's going to take this and do videos about it, I want you to quote me correctly. Okay, have 149,000 subscribers. Their recent video that they did got 8.1K. 8.1K. Let that sink in. 149,000 subscribers. The Wiley Show, who only have 26,000 subscribers, recent video of that we did on yesterday got 8.1. So when people come to me and say you need more subscribers, do I want to be at, and this may rather some feathers, do I want to be at 149,000 subscribers at 8.1K views, or do I want to be growing at 26,000 subscribers at 8.1 views? Right? I want engagements, and that is what the Wiley Show have. We have engagements. We have engagements. People do videos. Shout out to Coffee City. She's a new YouTuber, and I love her. I appreciate her because she found her niche of talking about all the YouTubers. She posts little clips of the YouTubers. That's great. It's a lane for that. And she edit and she makes and she's a beautiful Black woman. Make sure y'all subscribe. She's covering the Wiley Show with people that got 4 or 5 times the amount of subscribers that we have on our channel. I'm side by side with people that got 3 times the amount of viewership, 3 times the amount of subscribers, and I'm being covered. And the reason why she do it is because we always into the mess. We're very entertaining, and we have a show with high engagements. The audience is engaged, right? It will be more people will drop down out of the bushes, but because they follow other shows and the moderators of these other shows, they watch the Wiley Show chat, because if you drop down in the Wiley Show chat, you would be blocked from these other chat, which is sad, by the way, which is really sad, by the way. This is really sad, but this is true because a moderator came to me and said, I'm not going to say any names, that we watch your chat to see if our people is in your chat, and if you're in there, we will block you. I think that's weird. And then I would tell people, if you can't comment on the Wiley Show chat and you give to another show, you need to stop giving to that show, because nobody should dictate you where you should watch, who you should watch. Nobody should have that much power over you. Nobody should have that much power over you. Okay? And that's just the truth. Some weird, like if you are donating to a channel and the moderator block you, relinquish them funds to the Wiley Show where you are appreciated, because I don't instruct my moderators to block you. If it was up to me, it would be an open chat. I say open chat. Sometimes the moderators don't like to say open chat, I just come on. I appreciate the people that come through, but it's sad that because it was a viewer that came on our show that used to call in, they berated this viewer so bad. And she said, well, I can't call into your show because every time I call in, they always drag me. And I said, ma'am, you are a grown woman. I can understand if you was a child, but you're a grown woman. Don't let what they say stop you. I'm not going to say the person's name because they started back calling in. Don't let them stop you from calling into a show you like to watch. Don't let nobody dictate to you who you can watch and listen to and who you can call into. Because this is YouTube. You're a grown woman. You should be able to call in. You should be able to call in to anybody's show that you want to call into. It was a YouTuber that say, I just listen to the callers. I don't listen to Wiley commentary. I listen to what the callers have to say, because he tried to discredit me and try to discredit the callers from calling into the Wiley Show, because he don't like that. Because though we do not have an HD camera because we ain't using it yet, we still got it, no refund. Though we don't have these hundreds of thousands of technology, we still have a show that people like to listen to. I have that it factor, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That though we don't have the HD camera, we have one. We have HD camera. We just not using it yet, and we're not returning it. Shout out to Tasha. People are watching. So when we do upgrade, and which we will upgrade, and you, because I just found out how I can use this HD camera that Tasha K bought us. I'm gonna hook it up and get it together. Wow, the people watch. They're watching now. When we on our cell phones, the people will watch. They will watch me when I was on the bus. Some of my day ones are here. They will watch me when I get off work. When I get off work, I'll be on the bus. I'll be on 2 buses and a train, on the bus, on the phone, talking to my audience. And so I'm very personal with my audience. And I've been that way since day one. Made some mistakes in this business. I can admit to that. I made some mistakes in this business, but I'm more so mature now. And I appreciate the love and the support from you all. And so I'm going to be more focused on this YouTube channel, more focused on this, because I have no choice but to, and I want to, because the messages and the emails and people are booking flights and hotel rooms so they can meet me in Vegas. I appreciate that. And I'm going to do a better job by being more active and taking this YouTube serious, because I haven't took it serious. I first I was doing it, and then I stopped. I'm like, child, this is just YouTube. I go live when I feel like it. And I owe you all an apology for that, because the people that's come, like people like, I booked my flight, I booked my hotel. I'm like, what? Like, people want to see me? And a lot of that comes from because I was bullied in high school, bullied in elementary school. So a lot of it comes with, and maybe when I get a therapist, we could work it out. You know what I'm saying? I need a little therapy in my life. And so when you hear all that, you will never be that. You hear this boom, like this stuff. You gotta brush that off. And then now I'm in this situation, and that's why you have to work through your childhood trauma, and you have to work through that, because it will follow you up as to an adult. So a lot of things that I know that's on my bucket list is to see a therapist and to work out some things. But I appreciate the love. I really, really appreciate the love. Our morning shows have been successful. Over 35,000 combined total views, with all videos combined, 35,000. I appreciate that. You all are watching the Wiley Show. Y'all watching. When I go on stage here, you're watching. You want to see, what do Wiley have to say? Because we're going to break things down. Okay? And I appreciate the callers that do call in. And we have some of the best callers, I think, in the nation, of anybody that do call-in shows. Our callers are comical. Our callers, they remind me of things I say on my show, and to put it back in my face. I love that. We are a family. We are a family, and I definitely appreciate that. So I had to open up the show with that and let y'all know what was going on. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the people that contributes to the Wiley Show by being a member, by being on Patreon. Shout out to Nicole. I'm glad to see you good. I'm glad to see you here. Nicole has been following me for years. Nicole has been following me for years. So shout out to Nicole. Shout out to all the moderators in the house. But I definitely want to say shout out to Nicole, because this woman have been following me like for years. She have been following the Wiley Show for years. When we on the bus, she have been moderating. So I do appreciate that. But thank y'all so much. Now we gonna get into the mess, but I want to get this off my chest and share this, because I want to share this, and it's been weighing heavy on my heart, and I appreciate that. We have 386 people. Make sure y'all click that like button. I just want to make sure I get my introduction out the way. Okay. I want to appreciate that. I think I shared everything. We bringing the green screen back. I want to show y'all where my I have the green screen, but I'm gonna have to give me a chair, to bring the green screen back because we got a green screen and it just dangling on my wall. I want to show y'all. Can I show y'all? I want to know. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. No, it ain't gonna let me see it. It's just dangling on the wall, like bring me back. So we're gonna bring back the green screen. We are gonna bring it back. We are here, you guys. We're not going anywhere. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support, appreciate people for supporting the show. And again, thank y'all so very much. Now we gotta get into the topics. Woo! Let me get myself together. Oh man. Well, I feel so much better. I have to get that out. You know, have you ever been in a big thing that you want to cry, but you can't cry right now because you at work and it's just somewhere heavy on your heart, and you just have to get it out. And I appreciate YouTube because YouTube, like, it's good because you can just lay it out on YouTube, right? Because I'm single, it ain't like I got a man and some friends I ain't got too many friends because most people they just want money. Once in my 30s, a lot of people that I was friends with, can I borrow $20? Can I borrow $30? Can you bail me out? And so I got to get a new group of friends because these people that I have in my life. Then one friend that I was real close with got a drug addiction in jail. That was one of my close source friends. Y'all pray for him, but that was one person I could just vent to. And thank you, Tank, for telling me to get on YouTube. He have saw the gift in me before I really saw the gift. This man would see me go live on Facebook. He said, "Man, keep going. Don't stop. You always stopping and going." He gave me the best advice. Do YouTube. Do you got it, man. You are a star. Call your audience the producers, and that's I got it from him. I said I'm gonna call y'all the producers, and y'all really pray for because that's a friend. That's a friend that is at his lowest moment in his life, and I'm remembering the good in my friend because seeing him addicted to drugs and just not working just at the lowest moment of his life. Wow. And I used to be so judgmental on people on drugs, but as I experienced with a friend that's addicted to drugs, you can go through a low moment in your life. And this is why I wish and I pray that in the Black community, especially, that you go to a therapist. Like if you having trauma, if you have a loss of loved one, if you lost a close family member, it should be mandatory grief counseling that it should be free. You should be able to go to. The government should pay for it. Grief counseling and therapy. They definitely should pay for that. That should have been an Affordable Care Act. But because once he lost his sister and the way how his sister died in a domestic violent dispute, his sister was killed by her boyfriend, left the kids as what do they call kids that lose both their parents? The man is in jail. I think he's serving life in prison, and he couldn't deal with it. Like once his sister died from there a couple of years ago, it destroyed him, and he chose drugs to cope. And yeah, they became orphans. Thank you. And I really didn't know that he was going through this. I saw a change in him, but I was going through what I was going through. And I wish that I could have been more of a friend when he was going through his thing. But during that time, the library situation, I'm in jail, need to be bailed out. It was a terrible situation for me because I was going through a crisis, and I would have wished that I would have been there for him more. And it's just sad because that brother is the reason why I'm in Texas. That brother is the reason why he gave me a place to lay to sleep. He gave me a place to sleep. And to see him go at his lowest moment, I feel guilty because this brother did so much for me. He gave me a place to be. When I wanted to be in the LGBT community and go to clubs, it was because of him. He introduced me to the lifestyle. Like he introduced me to the culture. And to see him go through what he's going through, it's like I'm at a crossroad. Like what should I do? You know, and to see him go through that is just really, really sad. And I didn't even know crystal meth was a drug that black people use. And so shout out to Timothy, shout out to Uncle Tim, which he wrote a book, and he talked about how he was addicted to crystal meth for years. I didn't know it was a black drug. I just thought white people did the drug. And so when I saw the effects that is so prevalent in the black community, and especially the black gay community, it's wow. It just took him down. Mentally, he's not there like he was. Like he was a strong friend. Gave me some of the best advice. And now mentally, he's not. Like he posts weird stuff on social media. He just not in a good headspace. And so I pray that he gets through all of that. And so I'm definitely, hopefully, pray for me for my strength that I could be there for him. And so thank y'all so very much for listening. I'm going to go into our subjects. We get into some things today. Wouldn't want you to feel that way. He's in a crisis, and hopefully he will find an inner strength to overcome the addiction. He will have to enter a long-term treatment facilities. Yes, thank you. You're right. You're right. You're right. It's sad to say. Thank y'all so very much. I just had to bring it out. We're gonna get into the mess. We're gonna get into the stuff. And this just made me cry. Let's bring Wendy Williams up. Wendy, this woman brought tears to my eyes because I cried because this woman clearly is not well. This Wendy Williams you see, she's at a different place in her life. She clearly is not well. She had announced on Hollywood Unlocked, she told Jason Lee, this is what Jason Lee posts. I don't know if he lied or telling the truth, that Wendy Williams is married to an NYPD police officer named Henry. I think that was his name. I don't know if he's lying or telling the truth. But clearly this woman is not well. And when you have money and power, people tend not to tell you the truth. And then the people that do tell you the truth, you push them away. She's clearly not well. I don't know if it's drugs. I don't know if it's mentally so or she got a little dementia. I don't know. But she's clearly not well. This woman was on the bed. Shout out to, she was on the bed, laying on the bed in a stall. Now, where's her people? And I'm praying for her son because it have to be hard on her son. Now, I think her son is telling her the truth to get help. But at the end of the day, Wendy Williams is grown. But she need to be in a facility. She need treatment. She damn sure don't need no podcast. Because she was in her car. This is so sad. And they was asking Wendy Williams a question. What about the podcast? She went to a whole nother subject. Well, you know, he's coming and he's going to be coming. Look at my rings. Like, she clearly is not there. I work with a lot of people that got dementia or memory loss. And Wendy does look like she got some dementia. Or she's on some type of drugs that can alter your memory. Because drugs can do that to you. And clearly she needs help. She does not need a podcast. And I'm thinking, and I'm in the world of gossip. I do gossip, but Wendy was a different type of a gossip girl. Like she didn't care who she talked about, who she dragged, who she who she put on her show, who she say is gay, who she say is DL. She has celebrities that want to beat her. So is this her karma? It could be. And she's a broken black woman that her husband cheated on her, had a side chick, got her pregnant. She's dealing with all this stuff and with drugs, alcohol, and all this stuff in between. Now you're dealing with the downfall of Wendy Williams. It's really sad. It's really sad to see. When the bank tell that you get a conservative, listen to this, people. You get a conservative over your money that they feel that you are too incompetent to withdraw money out of your debit card. And literally, you got to get permission to buy a burger. Like, just imagine you in Walmart. Imagine you in McDonald's. But before you can get that number 6 or that number 10 chicken nugget meal, that's my favorite meal from McDonald's, chicken nugget meal. I love the McChicken, the chicken nugget. You have to call your conservative. Hey, this is Wendy Williams. I just want to know, can you please let me withdraw and buy some chicken nuggets so I can eat? You got to get permission to spend your money. You know something ain't right with her. When the bank is so concerned about you, about your spending habit, because people's in your account just spending stuff, and that's typically not you. This is sad. I'm like, it's clearly not sad. You like, I can imagine that I need to get me a douche kit. I'm gonna break it down in some comedy. I'm a bottom, so I need to buy me a douche kit so I can douche. Because when you bottom, you're supposed to douche. So I'm at CVS trying to get my douche kit. But before I can get my douche kit, I got to call my conservative and say, hold on one second. Is it okay? I'm in the line. I got the tray coming over. I need to douche. Can you please let me approve of me spending $5? Just don't understand that. I got the douche. I got the tray coming over. He got about a 9-inch. He got a 6-pack. But I've been eating all day. I need to douche. But before I can douche and buy that douche kit, I got to call my conservative to get permission. I just cannot. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know. Maybe somebody can break it down what a conservative is. That do I have to get permission? Like, I don't have to ask nobody how to spend my money. Like, I just spend my money. I don't wish wow. Oh my God. Just Jenny said, I don't think you understand how much we appreciate you, Wiley. You are funny. So funny. Keep going. Don't give up. Thank you for being you. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much for that. But I don't know. And I like to eat. I like to go to Grubhub. I like to order me a burger, French fries, a steak. It ain't right that I gotta call my conservative. Hello, Dave. Hey, Dave, this is Wiley. I'm here at IHOP. I want to order me a stack of pancakes and some bacon. Can you approve to pay it so I can eat me some bacon and some pancakes? That just I gotta call my conservative, Dave, to approve for me to eat a stack of pancakes? And then she tell me, no, we can't approve that. Then I got to leave there and not eat? I don't know. I couldn't, like, Wendy, I'm with sis. And I don't know if she's getting married so her new husband can be over her funds. I don't know if she's trying to get over the conservative and try to get a husband, just get over her funds. But clearly, I don't know if she's married now, because I was trying to research in New York for a marriage certificate. I was trying to research in New York and I couldn't find one. So I don't know if New York is a state where you can hide your marriage certificate and keep it hidden. But I've been looking. So if anybody else can look over there and stuff like that, thank you. I'm trying to look. But okay, a conservator. Okay, I think I said a conservator. Whatever the hell it is. I don't want a conservator over my money. I work hard. Do you know how hard that Wendy Williams worked for her money? And somebody got to tell you how you can spend it? Oh my God, I don't want to. I need to pay my rent. Can you approve of me to pay my rent? What? I don't understand it. I don't, and I know it's to protect Wendy because she's a little woo. Baby, she goes shopping when the store is closed. Like she goes shopping in the parking lot. She's a little woo. So I know this is to protect her millions. I get it, but she's a little woo. Like I couldn't even say if I have to call my Karen. I love you, Karen. Like I have to call my girlfriend Karen. Shout out to Karen. She's born in Alabama. But if I had to call my girlfriend Karen and say, Karen, can you approve? I don't want to have to call my girlfriend Karen to approve for me to buy some drawers. I need to buy me a pack of drawers. All my drawers got holes in them. So I'm at Walmart trying to buy me a pack of drawers. I gotta call Karen, my girlfriend, to approve for me to spend my money? I don't never want to be in a place where I have to have people over my money and they make the decisions. Now I understand if you elderly. To protect the funds, to make sure you're over it, because elderly people get preyed upon, especially if you got dementia, Alzheimer's. But if you in your 60s, 50s and 60s, whatever her age is, you're a little bit, you shouldn't be going through that stuff. But I am praying. I'm praying for Wendy Williams. I'm praying for her because I'm going to pray for her, but she did a lot of dirt. And so in this gossip game, I don't try to out people. Now, if you got a side baby, I'll say you got a side baby. But I won't try to out people. I'm not going to try to out DL people, because then you're going down a road. Because this used to be a man. Give me a second. I'm going to break this down. So it used to be a man on Facebook. Somebody type in the chat, Facebook. Somebody type in the chat, Facebook. So it used to be a man that was on Facebook. And his whole idea was of a show. He would out DL men. Not Bimbo Winehouse. No, it wasn't Bimbo. It wasn't Bimbo. It was a black man that was on Facebook. And he would out DL men. And he would stream live on his Facebook, streaming live on the guy. And he would out these men. It got so bad, he got shot. They shot up his mom's house. It was bad, but he was doing a dangerous game. So I'm just not going to do that, because that's very dangerous. And he would out people that you wouldn't even know they was that way. Posted all over Facebook. And you know, word travels. And so people was getting outed to their family and didn't even know. So it was like, whoa. So I don't want to go down road. It's some things you can do that can bring bad karma to your life. Okay? It could bring bad karma to your life. So I don't want to go down that road. He did have dreadlocks. Yes, he did have dreadlocks. And I would follow him. It was entertaining for me. I'm like, oh, did you see that? I would share it with my friends. And they would be in the chat. I don't understand. I've been sleeping with this man. You mean to tell me you like, and you know, black ghetto people, they get real ratchet. I've been giving you all this yoni, and you mean to tell me you like men? Like, it was like the comments like was so ratchet. And I just don't want to go down that road. But yeah, that was a guy. I don't know where he's at. He ain't doing that no more. Where he's at, I don't know where he's at. But they would go in, and I would love to interview that man. I would love to interview this man. I would love to interview him wherever he's at, if he's still breathing, if he's still in the land of living. I would love to interview him because that man was so entertaining. And so back to Wendy Williams, she's going through her karma. Yeah. Going through her karma. I'm definitely going to pray for her. She was at a Louis Vuitton store, they telling me, on the bed. Like, let's move on because I don't want to cry again. I don't want to cry again. He's a woman now. Well, if you mess up, some people do transition because their life as a man is just terrible, so they'll transition to a woman. I know a guy, she's a woman now. He just lived a messed up life as a dude. They call him butt ugly. They was talking about him. She transitioned. I mean, pulling dudes that she could only dream of pulling if she was still a dude. And she would just pull them and just transition until a woman, and just pulling good-looking guys that to the point I was debating on becoming a woman. Because the type of dudes that she was pulling. And they knew her tea because they like the candy stick. I'm not gonna say my friend's name. They like the candy stick, you know, the tray like. And so I was debating on. I remember I went in my restroom and I put on a wig and I put on makeup and I put on some red lipstick. I was trying to do my voice. Hi. I was trying to change up my voice. And I said, I'm going to live a life as a woman so I can pull these good looking men. So clearly it didn't work. It clearly didn't work because the men's weren't paying me no mind because I didn't know how to wear makeup because it was like 3 shades lighter than me. I looked like a monster. You know, I looked like a monster. So no guys, I couldn't pull nobody. Oh, no abs. Couldn't pull them. I had a little Craigslist ad. Couldn't pull them. Nobody pulled my ad because once they saw my picture, they read it. Oh my God, this guy. But anyway, but I tried, and then the money that she was getting, I said, I'm about to transition. Let me transition too. But it just did not work. So it didn't work. Nobody took my ad. I didn't get an all white man to pay my bills like she did. She went on trips. I ain't getting none of that. So I went on. I just went and say, listen, I'm gonna just live like a dude. All right, let's move on. Oh man, let's move on. Okay, Shaun King. Y'all know who Shaun King. This is my favorite activist brother. He be responds to my DMs. I love this man. I read his book. It's over in my bookshelf. But I read his book. I love Shaun King. Let me tell you why he's in the news. Well, Shaun King, conservative outlet, put out that he bought this dog for about $45,000, and he used a super PAC grassroots account that he have, and he used that to purchase the dog. And everybody was like, "You need to talk about it. You need to talk about it. He's a thief. He's stealing. He's stealing." So, of course, before I was able to send him a DM to, before I was able to send him a DM, he responded. Let me read. It's a lengthy post, but I want to read it. He posted a picture of the dog. He said that this is Mars. He's a trained protective guard dog, a working dog, raised and trained by the best experts in the country. He's absolutely amazing. He's special. I love him. We purchased Mars to help protect our family at home because literally white supremacists has been coming to our home, on our property. Some even tried to sneak up on our backyard before being spotted. You have no idea the terror that is caused by that caused my family. All of this exploded after the New York Post published our home online. They knew this would happen. With death threats coming to me daily, literally white supremacists that I caught and helped convict being let out of prison, Mars was purchased to roam our property and roam our home, even protect us on the road. Our organization's grassroots law, which covers all of my security costs, helped purchase Mars to protect me at home. Compared to what 24/7 human security costs, Mars was affordable. We made sure the purchase was legal and compliant before making it. But soon after purchasing Mars, we found that as great as he was, that he was not a perfect fit for our family. And with so many kids, guests in our home, we needed a perfect fit. So I traveled across the country and returned Mars to his owners, who became my personal friends. This was 2 months ago. I don't regret it even a little bit, none of it at all. And my friend and family and followers and donors also understand my security needs. We're glad to see we brought Mars into our family. But now conservative media, which told in advance that Mars was no longer even with us, decided to pretend we used donor funds to purchase a show dog. They knew he was a protective dog for our security. Mars indeed so brilliant that he can be shown, but that's not his role with us. And they knew this and pretended otherwise. Moving forward, we won't be posting what we've done for my security or the security of my family online. Just know we are safe. We are very safe and secure. Love you all, Shaun King. Now, I don't believe the man is a thief. I don't believe the man is a thief. I believe that conservative outlets, they are trying to discredit him because Shaun King raised millions of dollars for families and helped many, many families. He's an author. He's a husband. His wife has been an educator for years. His children are good, but he received threats daily because of the work that he does and how he's so vocal against white supremacists. And so he needed protection. And there's nothing wrong with that. And people think if you're an activist, you got to be broke, poor, living in a shelter. People really believe that if you're an activist, you got to be poor, in a shelter, broke, on an air mattress, with a dashiki. I don't understand that. You're supposed to be successful and live in a nice home and to protect your family. There's nothing wrong with that. It was in the guidelines. You're supposed to have that. But so many people want him to be broke and homeless and suffering. No! You can still wear your dashiki and your medallion and stay in Black Lives Matter and still be successful. You don't have to be broke, poor, living in a shelter. He returned the dog because it wasn't a good fit. There's nothing wrong with it. A protective dog gonna cost you about $45,000. But the average person don't know. They do this so the community can turn against one of the good guys. He's one of the good guys. I personally talked to Shaun King. He's one of the good guys. He's not a thief because it's his organization. He's not a thief. He raised so much money for so many people. If he put a GoFundMe account for a family, within minutes, that family gonna get $100K or more. He's doing great. And so many people were sending me this story. They were saying, he's a thief. I mean, I'm like, I don't believe he's a thief. And we will open up the phone lines and we will let y'all call in. Y'all can drag him if y'all want to. But in my humble opinion, he have done right by this. He have done nothing wrong. His board of directors feel that he have not done nothing wrong. He have not been fired from his organization. He have done nothing wrong. But they always try to put out his address and put his beautiful family in harm's way. So if he spent $45,000 for a dog to protect a protective dog because it's been trained by expert, according to Shaun King, that's wrong. And he returned the dog because it wasn't a good fit for his family. The man have done great things for the Black community, and I love him. And anytime he drops a book, I buy it. Anytime he drop a podcast, I listen. He have not done anything wrong. But if he was broke, living in the shelter with a tin can, people, they just think that you got to be broke. Like, no, they want him out there begging at the shelter and then going to a march on the city bus. That's what people think that activists should be. You can be an activist and be successful. Get on with that mentality. Now, we will open up the phone lines, and I love Shaun King. So when the story was sent to me, I didn't get emotional. I read the story, and I read Shaun King's statement, and then I sent an email, didn't get a response to Grassroots to get a representative to come and speak on my show. I've been trying for years to interview Shaun King. I've been trying for years, and we are definitely going to get him on our show one day, and I don't think he done nothing wrong. Okay? It's like I just wow. Ooh, they ain't gonna be ready when I get in my mansion in my car. You ain't gonna make me feel bad when I was on the city bus and I finally get me a Bugatti. You're not gonna make me feel, oh, Wiley, misappropriating funds. He's stealing. But you was okay when I had the runny nose and the Squid Gang t-shirt. You okay with the messed up camera equipment, but when I upgrade, I got to be stealing? Talk back to me in this chat. Now that I got my teeth fixed and I'm living in a nice mansion and I'm driving a BMW, now I got to be misappropriating funds. But you okay when I'm broke with a runny nose? Some people don't like it when you become successful. They don't like it. They don't, man, please. When you become successful, watch how people turn. Oh, he's stealing. People change. Even some subscribers change. Some of y'all with me now because I got the runny nose, pole, black. But when I get my come up, some of y'all gonna leave. Y'all ain't gonna stay. Some of y'all gonna comment in the chat. I see it coming. You change it. Bring back the old Wiley. You change it. I'm gonna leave because you didn't change. Yes, I changed. I became successful. You don't talk back to me in this chat. I became successful. Oh, my cousin just texted me. How loud is saying that? So we go over the phone lines, and because I know I'm going to become successful with a beautiful, beautiful vanilla wife. So I already know my vanilla wife. She gonna have to be a strong woman. Cause I ain't gonna be able to take it. Hold on 1 second. I'm letting my cousin on be in Vegas. Hopefully y'all can meet her. I never met her. I met her through Ancestry. So you ain't gonna bet it? Oh, you Che, I'm leaving. A wife or a husband, whomever comes first. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second. Oh man. Okay. Okay. It don't matter. Anyway, so that's my thoughts. Let me drink some of my juice. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Like we in church. I'm hot. Oh man. Let me move on. Okay. Okay. And so we will call in. Make sure y'all send it to Shaun King. We'll call it. I definitely want to have my sister. Lord have mercy. I want her to call in because she sent me. I want D1 or D Vlogs. I'm sorry because she changed her name. D Vlogs to call in because she sent me the story and we can definitely have a conversation. So D Vlogs, if you're listening, I want you to call in. Okay, sus. I love her so much. Oh, she's so passionate. I love her. All right. Kaya and T.S. Madison. Y'all know T.S. Madison was on Beyonce album. I forgot the track that Beyonce was on. I think it was Uval. Cozy. I think it's Cozy. And Kaya went live. Drag Beyonce says she's demonic and the album ain't gonna sell. It's trash. It's gonna flop. She was talking about T.S. Madison, dragging T.S. Madison, degrading her, was definitely calling her by her dead name, and just everything. So, and I just want to say this: Kaya is a comedian. Kaya is comedy. I don't think Kaya is jealous. Kaya could be Kaya is just doing commentary, right? Kaya is a Scorpio. Kaya is doing her thing. She's on her website. Now I'm not going to play you what she did, what she said, because Kaya told me personally she don't like when people play her content. I talked to her yesterday. She don't like people doing her playing her content because she said her fans pay for her content on her website, and so she don't like when people play it for free on YouTube. So I'm not going to play it. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it at all because I'm not gonna do it out of that. Kaya is just doing commentary. Have Kaya done some things, in my humble opinion, because it's a rumor out there. They said Kaya don't own my neck and my back. So I think she did bad business by selling the rights to her most successful record. But I don't know if Kaya needed some finances, needed some money during that time. I know and if she did sell it, I know she regretted selling the rights of that record if the rumors are true. I gotta verify My team verify that if it's true or not, and for that. And they said that she sold it for $50,000. I don't know if she needed a surgery. I don't know if her kids needed money. I just don't know. I don't know what was her reason to sell it. My mind go back to Twinkie Clark. When Twinkie Clark from the Clark sisters, she sold the rights of her songs. Now she got the rights back, but she sold it to the record label for a car. She sold it for a car. And all her hit records, she sold the rights, the publishing for a car. I heard that she got it back. So I don't know what was Kaya going through during that moment to sell the rights to one of her hit records. I don't know if she was going through something. I don't know if it was a situation where she was going through some things. I really don't know. Do I think Kaya is jealous of T.S. Madison? No. Kaya can be on television today. If she know how to play the game and work, they will give Kaya a show. Kaya refused to do shows. She don't want to do it. But if Kaya come back and know how to play in Hollywood, because you got to play in Hollywood, she will have a show that will be produced. If they know she's short, they will give Kaya a show. Kaya should have an episode on Lifetime. Not on Lifetime. What do they call that? Oh my God, on TV One. Where are they now? Or something like that. Unsung. Kaya can have that, but Kaya have to agree to do it. But Kaya is comfortable with what she's doing. She's still producing records. I do not believe, I disagree with my brother, Armon. He said that she's a roach. I disagree with that. I think that's problematic. Because if you call her roach, then she can call you the F word. And then when she start calling you the F word, don't be talking about, oh, she's so homophobic. She's so mean. Why would she call me like that? I go through so much by being a black gay man. But you can call her a roach. Like, I don't like the double standard. I don't. Because if a man to be able, a black man by that, to be able to call a woman a roach, but if that same woman say what she said out her mouth and call it F word, it's a problem. I don't understand that. I don't understand why call a black woman that. I just don't understand that. And how can you criticize a woman and you don't even sleep with women? You sleep with a whole man that you dictate to that man when he can sleep, when he can eat, when he can get up, and then you call him daddy. Oh no, you call him pops. Pops, you can eat now. When to wake up, but yet you use your show to criticize the black woman, but yet you are controlling that boyfriend of yours, calling him pops when he can wake up, when he can, I heard allegedly, when he can use the restroom, he got to ask permission. Okay, pops, you may use the restroom. But yet you use your platform to criticize a woman. And that's what I be telling women. Why would you go to a man to read tarot cards? That's what ain't going nowhere. It's going to flop in his face, ain't going nowhere. Why would you go to a man that reading tarot cards about your future and he thinks you're a roach? It's a problem there. Come to I can give you a reading. Come on. Like I just don't understand that. Because if that same woman say out of her mouth how she do say out of her mouth, it's a problem. And I'm not going to join that bandwagon. Because I'm going to be like, you should never call her a roach. Because he's hanging around Cardi B. And that's what they do. They talk about people, and that's what Cardi B was saying. You are who you hang around with. But to T.S. Madison, congratulations, sis. I wish you well. I heard that you don't like me. Somebody personally said she don't like what I do commentary on her. But I'm a commentator. I do commentary. I'm funny. That's what I do. I don't take it personal. If I meet you in person, we're gonna embrace it in her, and I'm gonna take a picture. I'm one of your biggest fans, but I'm gonna do some commentary. She's still mad at me because I came. They said she's still mad at me because I did a story that it was chicken bones on the table, chicken bones in the cut, chicken bones at the table at one of her events. and she's still kind of mad that I did commentary about the chicken bones in the cup. That's what they said that happened at the event. It was chicken bones in the cup. And so I did commentary, and she still don't like it. All I did was report on it. They said it was chicken bones. It was just chicken bones in the cup at one of her Queen Supreme Court events. So she's still kind of like, she's still kind of mad about that. All I said was, how can you be this grand person and you serving the girls paying $100 and some dollars? I think this one particular person, VS, she paid like $200 and she couldn't even get no chicken, and it was chicken bones at her table and she couldn't even get no chicken. She was like, where's the chicken? Oh man, hold on 1 second. Let me blow my nose. Oh man, so I heard that. So yeah, so that's why I don't go to none of her events, because we're gonna have to have a conversation. I do want to go to one of her events. I'm gonna go to one of her sisters, and I'm gonna have to pull my sister to the side, and we're gonna have a conversation. And what I'm gonna apologize for is, sis, if you felt some type of way that I reported on that you had an event with chicken bones in a cup, I apologize for hurting your feelings. But I don't apologize for me doing commentary, because that's how I eat. I do commentary. All right. And if you can forgive Mr. Wiggins, you can forgive me. Because he went way low when he degraded you and dragged you. I just said you had the event with chicken bones in a cup. It's a totally different thing. But so her next event that she's going to have in Mexico, I'm coming there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to her event, and I'm gonna pull my sister to the side, and we're gonna have a conversation. And if she's still upset about the chicken bones in the cup, I don't mind apologizing. But it was commentary. All right. So we wish T.S. Madison well. All right. Okay. Yo, it's so shady, these comments. I'm not gonna read none of these comments. But we love her, and we think what she's done from. I just want to say this. Can I talk to y'all? For her walking the streets, selling her body to become this international person, you have to give her credit. From a woman that will sling her rod and record herself, you have to give her credit that though she did those things, she's now becoming to being a movie star. So I'm 1000% agree that though she did all that, $25 for head, $50 to spend to cuddle, to be able now to be on the big screen. This is why you shouldn't judge people at their lowest. Don't drug the prostitute, because you never know where Miss Kitty or Miss Robert gonna be in the next 5 and 10 years. Don't judge Miss High Puss, because you never know where Miss High Puss gonna be in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So I love the fact that Sister T.S. Madison, from the whole stroll to Hollywood, from the whole stroll to entrepreneurship, that to me, I give her kudos. That she don't have to be on video taking off her clothes, dangling her candy stick, and pressing record and running through all of these men and taping it and selling it to customers. So I give her kudos for where she's at right now. You better come through. I give her kudos from the street to the Roach and Rat Motel to the red carpet. That woman got a story. She's been through some things. And to see her taking over Hollywood, becoming a superstar, is an honor. And to hear her vocals on Beyonce's album, that to me, she should be applauded for that. So I don't understand where Kai is coming from, because she have her own personal issue with T.S. Madison. Right? They have a beef. But for me, if my sister was right here, I would embrace her in a hug. I would hug my sister and I would say, Sister Maddie, keep going. Shine bright, because you deserve it. I will hug her right now. Shine bright. Let me tell you something about Maddie. Can I talk to y'all for a second? Her friends, Craig, Chi, Oliver with the twist, have all became successful people. They branched off from Maddie and they became their own household name, especially Oliver Twist. Became his own household name by working with T.S. Madison. So I definitely give her credit. Wow, I don't even want to tear up. Oh, my shot, nah. I don't want to tear up, because that's a story. That's a story. Like, I watched her show, the T.S. Madison Experience. I watched her show, and she was telling her story. She took Oliver to the street that she used to work on. And I said, look how full circle this is. You are taping a show of your life, and you go back to where you was a working girl. And now you have your own television show on WeTV. Now, I don't know if people was watching that show because it didn't do too good in the ratings. But that is all right. They did give her a season. Most people can't say they had a show on television, even though it did do too good, too good in the ratings. It didn't do too good in the ratings. People didn't watch it. They said it was boring. It didn't do too good in the ratings. No, it didn't do too good in the ratings. But yeah, we wish her well on that show. I watched it. It was about me and 3 other people. We watched that show, about 3 or 4 of us. We sat down and we watched it, about 4 of us, 4 5 people, stuff like that. But y'all didn't watch it. Unfortunately, y'all did not go out and watch it. y'all did. I'm telling the truth. That's why I didn't get renewed. It didn't get renewed for a second season. Anyway, let's move on. But we wish both of them well. Did y'all enjoying the show? Y'all enjoying the show? Oh, let me hurry up and move to the next topic. Y'all enjoying the show? I want to talk about Kaya. I'm sorry. Cardi B and TS. Wait a minute. Let me get it right. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Oh, I gotta switch gear anyway. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is back in the news because Nicki Minaj came out and she responded to the fake assistant, and she also responded to it's a fan. Nicki said it's a fan base that's out there that's trying to take her down. A lot of people were saying that she was talking about Cardi B. My thing with Nicki is she's the queen. Nicki have broke barriers so people like Cardi B can eat. Nicki need to do less going on Instagram Live. I understand you need to go on Instagram Live to be relevant, and all of that. And just go on tour and release a new album. I can't wait for the new single, Nicki James, Freaky Girl, something like that. I can't wait to see it because for her being on that social media, she do a little bit too much. You would think that Nicki Minaj had fallen off by her just going online, just doing all that random ranting, responding like, you don't need to be responding to fake pages and stuff like that. No, you are the queen. Like when Nicki went overseas, I was reminded that Nicki's star power is just as strong as it was 5-6 years ago. She got the star power. But when she go online, oh, y'all understand that time? And then whoever, see, this is Nicki, I'm going to tell you the truth. Whoever signed her up to be on that Amazon app should be fired. Nicki, why did you leave Apple Music? I like the setup with the Queen Radio. You had the cameras. It was nice. Good quality. Whoever signed you up for that Amazon deal, you could have just did that show on Station Head. You could have easily did that show on Station Head. Who told you to sign that deal? They should get their pink slip right now today. You are too big of a star to be on an app, a third grade app. You should have stayed on Apple Music with cameras, with the DJ that used to come out and play your mix, and you come now, this is Queen Radio. Bring that back. But this new version of Queen Radio is trash. That is garbage. You can't even hardly find it. You cannot even hardly find it on Amazon. That's how garbage it is. Amazon got this new app they trying to develop. They not the big dog. Apple Music was the big dog because you was able to bring in cameras. You had a guest. You was in the studio. That was you. Come back to that. You are a superstar. This woman, literally in her mind, she wants to do a meet and greet. Oh, I want to meet my fans. I want to meet my fans. Come on, meet me at the books. This woman wants to do the meet and greet at a bookstore or a coffee shop, wherever she wants to do it. Whoever told her to do a meet and greet at a coffee shop in the UK, you this mega star and you at a coffee. That's just like Beyonce saying, meet me at Popeye's Chicken for a meet and greet. Do you know how massive it's going to be? Like, no. Like, Nicki have to understand that she's this mega superstar. Because Cardi B's success did not dim the light of Nicki Minaj's success. I think Nicki fear because she see how Lil' Kim was diminished to an extent when she became successful. But when I want to tell people, it was Lil' Kim that did not change with the times, and her fans, they moved on. If Lil' Kim would have changed with the times, she would still be more relevant musically, but she did not change with the time. Nikki, that's not you. Because of Cardi, because of Lotto, because of all these other people, it didn't dim your light. You are still talented. You are still worthy. When you get on features, it still go number one. You're still great. You're not going to be like Lil' Kim was because you knew how to change with the time. Kim, unfortunately, did not know how to change with the time. She wanted to be a thug. She didn't want to turn against the people that was shooting streets and all that. Once she went to jail, if that was me, I'd have turned on them. I would have turned on them. I would have said who did that, and I would have still had my thriving career. Anyway, I can't wait to read her book, Lil' Kim book. Anyway, back to Nikki. I don't think Cardi B is behind this page. I told you I believe it's Armon Wiggins' boyfriend, and Armon Wiggins said to these people, they just be talking. He said, I was talking with Cardi B. I won't play it, but I got the clip. You know, my producers, they everywhere. I was talking to Cardi. I talked to Cardi B. She said she ain't got nothing to do with that page. It's all fake. She don't believe it and all that. I'm like, why are you admitting that you talking to Cardi B? To me, Cardi B look more guilty that she is behind the page. And you look guilty, your boyfriend look guilty. All y'all guilty. And I put it out there that they're guilty. Thank you, lead attorney. He said, I'm behind in the chat. I'm listening to the beginning of this live. Salute to all of your success, Wiley. Thank you, lead attorney. Thank you so much, brother. But he admitted that he's talking to Cardi B on the phone, kikiing, gossiping. And I would tell Cardi B, if I was on the phone with Cardi B, this is what I would do. Hey, Cardi, I got a question. I know we're building something here. I would love to bring my cameras and do a sit-down interview with you, sister. Like, I would love to do an interview or some business, or can I intern for you? Something. I would not be on that phone kikiing. I'll be on the phone. How can we make a business? This is why she ain't coming on the show, because he gossip. He on the phone gossiping. I understand, you know, talking about, I know they be talking about Tasha K. They be down in Tasha K. I know they dragging Tasha on that phone. That's why she ain't coming on that show, because all you do is gossip. All of you are is a kiki. You know that loud laugh he be doing. Cardi! Ain't getting no interviews. Cardi going all do a major press, and she just get in a dark room and call you. Now what Nicki Minaj doing with the page? I don't know nothing about it. And get off the phone. Oh, I gotta go. The baby needs some milk. I listen to this stuff, y'all. I can't make this stuff up. I'm just minding my own business. Y'all send it to me. I say, where can I find the comedy? Where can I find the comedy in this? I just don't understand it. Cardi B literally get in a dark room. I think she goes to the restroom when she's taking a dump. And let me call my, hey, I'm right, this Cardi. And you know that Tasha K. And you know, I don't know if they have he's on there just, and then I'm looking at the business. This lady do all these other shows. She go to all this white press, don't even come on his show for a 5-minute interview. Come on, son. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. At least Nicki Minaj, I give her credit. This woman was on station here. She did a press tour. And she came on the show and she came on and she interviewed with her barbs, interviewed with Malagograms. I give her credit. But Cardi B, if you can gossip, bring that to the YouTube so I could get some clicks and views. Bring it to the YouTube. You know what? Today, I need my publicist. I'm going to have to text her. We're going to have to send Atlantic Records a letter. We're going to send them a public letter. And I'm going to see, we're going to try to get Cardi B on our show. Yeah, we're going to try to get on the show. I'm going to call. I want my publicist, if you're listening, get their number. I'm going to call Atlantic Records every day. Give me a list of all the executives on Atlantic Records. Give me a whole list. Give me a list of all the executives, the assistants, the janitors. We're going to try to get Cardi on the show. I got to talk to myself. I got to talk to her. I got to keep it real. All right? This is why her album is not out. She too busy gossiping on the phone. She need to be in the studio recording an album. I'm tired of listening to that debut album. I'm ready to listen to something new. She's too busy gossiping. Anyway. But yeah, I need my publicist. Give me a whole list of the executives. Give me the janitor number. I want the publicist number. Give me all that. I'm gonna call them every day. We're gonna get her on the show. I guarantee you, she's gonna be on our show. We're gonna bombard her with phone calls and letters. I'm gonna go to the post office, get about 3,000 postage stamps. We're gonna send a letter to them every single day. We're going to send a letter to them every single day. We're going to get on the show. All right? Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. We're going to manifest it. She's going to be on our show. It's going to be a heated conversation, but she's going to be on the Wiley Show. Just on the phone, gossiping. Child, please. At least I could gossip with Tasha K and she'll come on the YouTube. Like, I feel some type of way. I'm just on the phone with, and which we don't do this. I'm on the phone with Tasha and we just gossip. Yeah, girl. I don't even gossip with Tasha, but at least she do come on the show. I give her credit. But I this is like me. I'm a man. What I look like gossip? You come on my show. Because if I keep getting on the phone, I'm going to tell, out of some of that conversation, I'm like, listen here, Tasha. When you going to come on my show? I don't have to bring it up. I just don't want to be on the phone gossiping. Let's bring this to YouTube. Let's get some clicks and views. And she come on the Wiley Show. We appreciate this. She show love. So, but I don't be on the phone gossiping. Number one, she's a married woman. What I look like? I'm a man. I'm on the phone gossiping. No, I'm not on the phone gossiping with you. You're a married woman. All right? Now, if she was single like Chelsea, now I'll be on the phone with Chelsea, and I'll be on the phone with Chelsea. I could be on, even though I'm not on the phone with her. I'm not on the phone with Chelsea gossiping. I'm not on the phone with her. No, I don't. Ain't no records of me calling Chelsea to gossip. But I wouldn't mad be on the phone with her. It's a difference. We go on vacation. We could go to Mexico or Dubai. I wouldn't mind. But I don't be on the phone gossip or something like that. No. I don't. I don't. Like, why I don't be on the phone gossiping with people. I don't. Anytime I'm on the phone, it's business. It's business. I don't be on the phone gossiping. No, I don't do that. No. Okay. Let's go. Well, we love Chelsea. If she watch who she have some amazing pictures on her story. But anyway, I love Chelsea. Anyway, let's move on. Now, okay. Bad Boys Atlanta is coming out and it's gonna be on season 1. And I sent a letter, an email, and I said to Milan, I said, why don't you bring Bad Boys Atlanta to YouTube? Because you're not going to get a rush of fans to download your app. You don't have that star power. They're not going to rush and to download your app. The blogs are not going to pay. The blogs are not going to accept your payment to get promotion because that's going to put them in a conflict of interest with Zeus. You would come out better putting that on YouTube. First of all, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You got 13 people, unknown people. We don't know them people. They're not going to rush to download that app. They're not. Put that on YouTube. And the blogs, they're not going to be invested in it because they get paid a cute coin from Zeus Network. Now, that's my advice. Because somebody go download your app for me, and I got their passcode. So I'm going to review it just to see how it is in episode 1. So I will be reviewing it because somebody got me the email. I got their login code for the app. So I review it for free. So they sent me the email. So I will be reviewing it. I will be reviewing it for free. Okay. And right now, somebody, since the cat is out the bag, we was the first to show the snippet of what occurred on Bad Boys Atlanta with Milan Christian Network. Here's a better view between the real Supra and Davery Shuffle. Oh my God, no lights. Oh my God, this is so ghetto. Anyway, but I'm going to be watching for free, and I'm going to review it. Okay, I'm going to review it for free. Somebody gave me their passcode, and I said I'm going to review it because I wasn't going to pay for it because I'm paying for Zeus. I don't like Milan until he apologized for what he said about me, and until he apologized for not coming on my show. When he would come on my show when he wasn't famous, and then when he got famous, he didn't want to do it anymore. I don't like them type of people. If you feel like I'm worthy before you become successful, come on my show then, right? Until he come do all that. But I will be I will be watching it and I will be reviewing it. But I don't think a lot of people are gonna rush to do it. That's just my humble opinion. Press 1 if you're gonna be watching Bad Boys Atlanta. Press 2, you're not going to watch because you got to pay for the app. Press 2, you're not going to watch. Press 1, you're going to watch. Press 2, you're not going to watch because you got to pay. It's not free. It's on his app. The name of the app is mctvstreamingnetwork.com. mctvstreamingnetwork.com. That's the name of it. mctvstreamingnetwork.com. I'm trying to pull it up. Why would he pick something like this? Give me a second. I'm trying to pull it up. Okay, let me tell you all the costs. It's $4.99, valid for 12 months. So you would have to pay $4.99 for it. YouTube would have been much better. You'd have made a lot of money on YouTube. I don't think a lot of people are going to stream it. This is my humble opinion, but go do your thing. I'm going to be watching. Somebody gave me their passcode. Shout out to you, Miss Barbara. Give me her passcode. She said she want me to review it, and I said I'll review it. You give me your passcode. So Miss Barbara, thank you so very much. I will be doing a full breakdown of it on the Wiley Show, reviewing it. So I want to thank you so very much, Miss Barbara. If you're listening, so much, stuff like that. Yeah, thank you so very much. Okay, Okay, now, okay. Brittany, okay, I'm saying her last name wrong, so I'm gonna just call her BG Brittany because I don't get her last name right. She's in Russia, and my president Donald Trump said that the United States have to. We literally are going to give Russia back a bad person just to get her released when she broke the law with drugs. I said the same thing. Brittany broke the law. Brittany, you've been in Russia for all those years playing basketball. You know Vladimir Putin and the Russian government is against drugs. It's against the law. So why would you go to Russia with drugs? I'm just not understanding the thinking. And now we all got to feel guilty and we got to bring you back home and trade a person, an arms dealer, give them back their arms dealer back to Russia and bring you back because you broke the law. You broke the law. Yeah, Putin, Vladimir Putin. You broke the law. And so we all got to feel guilty because you went there with a vapor pen. I know when I travel, I don't bring no Kush, loud, vaping pen. I don't even do that stuff. So I doggone sure not to go to Russia with no vaping pen. So that's what I want to say. And so I agree with President Trump. I said it before President Trump. He probably was watching my live. And so we got to feel sorry. Because she broke the law. Now, I feel as though the WNBA should pay their basketball players fairly, but I don't watch the WNBA. I can't even tell you about the WNBA. Now, I do know about the Chicago Sky team. I believe that's the women's WNBA team in Chicago. If you tell me right now, name me 5 WNBA players, and I give you $5 million, but name it right now, I'll cry because I can't name you 5 players. I guess Barbara, Catherine, Karen, Rashika, Brittany, I guess, but I don't watch the WNBA. I just don't watch them. It never occurred to me like to tune in to watch them play. I never been to a WNBA game, but I do feel like it's a disservice that they're not getting paid. Excuse me, like men basketball, like the male counterparts. It's sad that you have to play overseas and see she know better. I can understand if she was new, she don't understand the laws, she don't understand the custom, but you've been playing in Russia for all that time, and now you want to bring some weed or a vaping pen, whatever it was. Like, come on now. You understand the rules. You should have broke the law. Now, I understand if this was a conspiracy and they planning something on her, then I can say, oh, let's bring our girl home. But she broke the law. And I would bring this to, I'm literally saying, and I know y'all are mad, y'all upset because a lot of y'all is emotional. Oh, she black, bring her home, free her. But I'm looking at she know better. She know better. Brittany, you know better. And I feel like it's a sad thing that we have to stop what we doing to protest. I'm not going out there. Somebody wanted me to protest with Brittany and wear a shirt I refuse to wear. I think I used that shirt to wash my windows. Yes, I did. Somebody sent me a free Brittany shirt. I'm not wearing it because I don't agree with it. And I just don't agree with she broke. Like, come on now. You are in a country that's in war with another country and you bringing a vaping pen. Get out of here with that. I'm not wearing it. I wash my windows with that. Somebody sent me a free Britney shirt and she really wanted me to wear it. I'm not wearing it. I washed my window. I sprayed the window Windex. I was just washing my window, and it got these windows real sparkly clean. What? But you know, now I don't think that she should serve 10 years or 15 years or 20 years. No. A good year is fine for what she had. I think she should serve a good year and bring her home. You know what I'm saying? But I think she should learn from this. But I'm gonna move on and stuff like that because her wife is beautiful. Wow, her wife is beautiful. I need my publicist to reach out to her wife because I think she needs some counseling. I would definitely love to counsel her wife because her wife, I don't know, her wife. So it's very beautiful. Her wife is definitely beautiful. So if Brittany wife called me to wear a free Brittany shirt, I'll wear it. If her wife, I don't want Reverend Al calling me, but if her wife called me and say, wear the free Britney. If she called me right now and say, can you wear the free Britney? I'll wear it for her wife. If her wife called me. But if Brittany called me and say, can you wear it? I hang up the phone. Okay? Anyway. Okay. Okay. Now this Jamon guy, I have him on here. Hope I'm saying his name right. Jamon, did I say his name right? Y'all know him. Jamel. Hope I'm saying this. Jamon. Hope I'm saying this. And I'm bad with names. Y'all bear with me. I'm bad with names. Jamon. No. Hope I'm saying his name wrong. Jeremy. I think it's Jeremy. I think it's Jeremy. I think it's Jeremy. Wait a minute. I want to get his name, man. Man, I think it's Jeremy. So, wait a minute. It's J. It's Jerome. It's Jeremy. It's Jeremy. Did I get it right? Jeremy. Jeremy Jamel. Did I get his name right? Is it Jeremy? Okay. Jeremy. I hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, Jeremy. Okay. So Jeremy, this story is funny. So I put Jeremy on here and I reached out to Jeremy because Larry Reed, been going back and forth with Bishop Whitehead. So let me read. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me read this. Give me a second, you guys. And I told Jeremy it was allegations that you sent Larry Reed nudes to Larry Reed because Larry Reed is accusing Jeremy of sending him nudes to Larry Reed, sending nudes to Larry Reed. Give me a sec. I want to read it. Give me a sec. I want to read it here. Y'all bear with me. Okay, here we are. So Jeremy, he said, what type of apology is this? This is insane. This is extra ground may apologize in this manner. And Larry Reed responded to Jeremy, you saying that doesn't really mean much. You don't know him or the people he robbed. That's all he's getting from me until he writes some checks or make payment arrangement. Jeremy said this. It's getting entrepreneuristic and messy old queen behavior. Enjoy your day. And then Larry Reed said, be very careful before I post the news you sent me vigorously asking to suck and ride my peen. So wait a minute. Asking to suck and ride my peen. So the entrepreneuristic and messy old queen behavior can be properly defined by your actions. Deny pussy. So Larry Reed. Okay. Okay. All right. So 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 Jeremy was like, "What type of apology is this? This is insane." He said, "It's giving optimistic." I hope I'm saying it right. I could be saying it wrong, y'all. Bear with me. And messy old queen behavior. Enjoy your day. But this is what Larry Reed responded to Jeremy. He said, "Be very careful before I post the news you sent me, asking to suck and ride my peen." So the opportunistic, messy old queen behavior can be properly defined by your actions. Deny bussy. Optimistic. I hope I'm saying that right. Optimistic. I hope I'm saying it right. So I reached out to Jeremy. Okay. I reached out to Jeremy. And I sent him a DM. I said, "I'm reaching out to you before I go live. Larry Reed is accusing you of sending him nudes." And he said, "I don't care what Larry Reed has to say. Tell him to have fun." Okay, just wanted to come to you first before I go live. Y'all have fun. Make sure you tell that old stuck queen provide you with receipts of my alleged nudes. Now I need to reach out to Larry Reed to see, can I see the pictures of the nudes? I'm gonna reach out to Larry Reed.
The name is Jerome, and the word is opportunistic.
Okay, Jerome. Oh, I said his name wrong, Jerome. Thank you. Okay, let me tell him.
Wiley, the name is Jerome, and the word is opportunistic.
Opportunistic and Jerome. Okay. Said the man name wrong. Y'all been with me, okay? All right, Jerome. I tried to practice. I should have did the story first because I was practicing Jerome. I'm sorry, my apologies. So I need to reach out to Larry Reed. About to be real messy this morning. Okay. No, I'm not gonna reach out to Larry Reed. I'm not gonna reach out. Thank you, Albert Brown, down for that. I want to call Larry Reed, but it's too early. He on the West Coast. Oh, I want to call him and be so messy. I want to see them dudes. And that's what Larry said. So that's what that was. I don't know who to believe, but that's my pastor. So I'm gonna believe my pastor. I don't and Jerome, if you sent the news, you probably don't remember. But what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna call Larry Reed after this show, and I'm gonna ask him, can he send me the news? Because I need to verify to know if Jerome sent the news. Okay, so I'm gonna call Larry Reed and to see about the news of Jeremy Jerome nudes. And so if he send me the nudes, we're going to have to go back live and then I can describe the news to y'all. All right. But we're gonna move on to the next story. I done messed up the man name, man. He's good looking too. Anyway, good. Oh man, I forgot. Okay. Good. Look at Larry. Why is Larry? Why they keep sending Larry Reed news? Like, and then Larry Reed got money, so that's why people are sending news. Larry Reed got money. Okay, my last story here. I'm sorry I couldn't put their pictures up because I forgot to put up Jason Lee and Armon Wiggins' picture. But y'all know who I'm about to talk about. This is the last story of the day. Give me a second. Last story of the day, we're going to be talking about Jason Lee and Armon Wiggins. And he was live on his station head. Armon Wiggins was like, Jason can't tell me what to do. Jason did a whole story about Queen Elizabeth, talking about she was dead and she ain't dead. Because I'm going to bring y'all back to remembrance. Armon Wiggins did a story about the fake assistant or former assistant of Nicki Minaj. And Jason Lee said, let me read that what Jason Lee said to Armon Wiggins to bring it to y'all memory, to bring it back to y'all. Let's see it. Give me a second here. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Jason Lee said, we didn't post it either. is T for unconfirmed account, which didn't make it news until she responded. Either way, it's true. What a mess. It's if it's just gossip from a fake account, then sharing it could be considered slander and make a person liable. This business ain't easy, but if you're around a while and go through a couple of lawsuits, you learn that some of it ain't worth the headache. What entertaining day. Armon Wiggins responded to Jason Lee and said, I'm not worried about no lawsuit from this. None of this was slander on my end. I simply read the tweets, so we good. So don't start. Exclamation point. Then I went on his station here, and Armon Wiggins was dragging Jason Lee, was saying that Jason Lee can't tell him what to do. This is the Armon Wiggins platform, but Jason Lee can't talk. He can't not try to school me about a lawsuit because he said Queen Elizabeth died. He does gossip. I does gossip. And I agree with Armon Wiggins in that instant because Jason Lee can't school a person. This man said Queen Elizabeth was dead. You know what I'm saying? Then literally a lie. It was so bad that Instagram flagged his page as being fake news. That if you follow this account, you are following, they typically post fake news, right? So you literally trying to school Armon Wiggins about a story of an unconfirmed account, but you actually responded by posting Nicki Minaj. I feel like it was a disservice by posting Nicki Minaj's response, but not posting their sister's response. So I agree with Armon Wiggins on that. I think that a lot of people get Armon Wiggins in their circles because they try to control Armon Wiggins. And then when Armon Wiggins come out, people that he ruffles some feathers like, this is my show. And this is why he have to lay it out. Just because you invite me to red carpets, just because you invite me to eat some apples and oranges, this is my show. You can't try. Now, what Jason Lee did, he could have inboxed Armon Wiggins that. He did not have to go in there publicly. He was doing that to get Armon Wiggins together. That's why he did it. Because if you was truly a friend of mine or an associate, we cool. I hosted your show for a couple of times. You could have, you could have easily DM me that, say, hey, bro, be very careful because that could be liable. It could be a lawsuit. You didn't have to let me see it and the whole public see it. That's a problem. But I feel like Jason feels like just because I introduce you to these celebrities and to lunch and eat apples and oranges for breakfast, I can tell you what you should and should not do on your platform. And that's wrong because Armon have gotten this far without a Jason Lee. Okay, me personally, he did a damn good job hosting Jason Lee show because I haven't been back over there. Only time I go over there is when Armon Wiggins hosting because I cannot stand watching Jason Lee. It's like watching paint dry. He's not entertaining for me. You know, he's not entertaining. He's not entertaining to me. He's just not. I was watching a podcast he was on. That podcast only got 3,000 views. I'm like, how is that? 3,000 views. $3,000. I'm like, what? So, but yeah, and that's what I want to say about it. So I don't feel like that Armon Wiggins was wrong for what he said because it is his show. Armon did not do anything wrong. How can he be sued by posting tweets? Now, if we got any legal experts, y'all can call in and tell me how he can be sued or how the blogs can be sued. I don't dare see them being sued. Nicki Minaj responded, said this. They could have easily wrote a post. This is an unconfirmed report of a person allegedly catfishing, just saying this Nicki Minaj assistant, but this is what she said. This is Nicki Minaj's response. They could have easily done that, or they could have played a clip. And I don't know why they don't play a clip of Armon Wiggins' show because he had one of the highest views of that episode. He was like one of the first ones to report on this, and he had the most views. They could have easily posted some clips of him of this situation, but they probably not gonna do that because Armon Wiggins is competition. All right, they could have did that, but he's considered to be competition. I think they tolerate Armon Wiggins and throw him little apples and oranges. And Armon Wiggins, he know that, and he get frustrated when people try to tell him what to do. But girl, you sitting with these girls, so you got to understand the distance. Like he couldn't come to Tasha K with that to post that. Tasha K would have dragged them here and there because she not coming to your events eating apples and oranges and all that. Armon Wiggins he's gonna have to have a decision to make. Do you want to be a celebrity or do you want to be a commentator? But as long as you're doing commentary, you're gonna have a hard time trying to be welcome to walk the red carpets. He tried his best to be neutral, and he can't be neutral. He tried. Oh, he be trying, and it frustrates him. You are a gossip blogger. You admitted it when you were gossiping with Cardi B about Nicki Minaj. Trash. So you're not going to be welcome in those circles because you gossip. It was a celebrity that wanted to come on his show. Yeah, I'm coming on your show. I'm going to come on. They canceled on him. And he said, I don't understand. I did all this and they canceled because you a gossip blogger. You gossip. Just admit it. You got them high quality cameras. You got about five monitors. The quality is on point. Your teeth is on point. You got a Ruby. You in a high rise. You can hear the ambulance just going through all in the background. You got a high rise, but all you do is gossip. Gossip. Just embrace it. He tried his best because he don't want to do gossip. I want to do tarot. They don't watch the tarot. You do gossip. They there for the gossip. Those are not your celebrity friends because they know at any time you can go live and gossip. You already gossiping with Cardi. I want to be on that phone gossiping with no Cardi B. That's the line. She's a married woman. You on that gossiping. Playing into this stereotype. Let me get a gay person. I'm going to kiki and gossip with him. But I ain't going to never come on this show. And they talking about, and he always trying to throw this in our face, especially in my face. Oh, these girls would never. I'm not trying to be on the red carpets. I never said that I want to be on the red carpets with those celebrities. That's not my dream. That ain't my dream that I want to be rubbing elbows with them fake folk. They fake. Because if they was really real, they'd come on your show and do an interview. If Cardi was really real, she'd come on and do an interview. You in California, she in California. She reached out to the shade room and didn't reach out to you, but she's on the phone gossiping with you. You are your only job with Cardi, I gossip with you. And you cannot put Tasha K in the same lane because he would say, Tasha K only tolerate. Tasha K have came on my show multiple times. She don't never have to come back on my show because we got interviews that we can just restream over and over and over. She came and put money in our pocket by coming on our show. And I don't be on the phone with Tasha K gossiping. I don't. No, I don't. No. Tasha K ain't got no records of me calling her, gossiping with her. Because I don't do that. I'm a man. That's a married woman. When I'm on the phone with Kiki gossiping with a married woman. That's lines across, and that ain't gonna end up right. And then when you got something coming out, you go to white media. You ain't on the phone gossiping with People magazine while you taking a doo-doo on the toilet. You calling me in the wee hours of the night and we gossiping. Come on my show. Do an exclusive interview. I got cameras. I got HD cameras. I got about 55,000 monitors. I'm in a high rise. I'm in a safe area. But you ain't gonna do that. I feel some type of way. She never come on. I look at. I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way. On the phone, gossip. He should have never said that. I'm gonna keep saying gossiping. You're a grown man gossiping with a married woman about another woman. And them people can change your life by coming on your show and doing an exclusive interview. And you ask her the tough questions. All right. But when Nicki Minaj does it with Tasha, it's a problem. But you do the same thing with Cardi. Gossiping. At least Tasha, at least Nikki invited Tasha on the show, and Tasha K was smart to capitalize to record it on her HD cameras and post it on her YouTube. She was really, really smart about that. So at least if they is on the phone gossiping or talking, Tasha made sure that she was on Queen Radio and she recorded her part in HD and posted it on her site. So I give her credit for that. And then Nikki and Tasha K said this on the Wiley Show. I wish I could stand up, but my leg hurt. I can't stand. She said on the Wiley Show, she said, Wiley, Nicki Minaj wanted me to sign an NDA, and I refused to sign an NDA. I'm not signing an NDA. So whatever they talked about, because you know Tasha K is recording it, it's been recorded and everything. It's somewhere, it's in the archives. She's recording it, and she must have told Tasha K something personal and told it to a gossip blogger. But Tasha K ain't gonna share it yet unless her and Nikki fall out. If her and Nikki fall out, you're gonna hear some recordings. It's gonna make your mouth drop. Let me call Tasha K and see if she can pay me that recording. Since we gossiping, let me call Tasha K right now. Since we gossiping, let me call Tasha K. No, let me not call. It's too early. It's early in the morning. I will call Tasha K and say, play me the recording. And this is alleged. I don't know if Tasha K got a recording. I'm just saying allegedly. But you should know if you're on the phone with a blogger and you a celebrity, you know they recorded it. Use some common sense. Use some common sense. Okay, we're gonna open up the phone lines. Oh my gosh, we've been on live for 2 hours, and I gotta take me a nap because I got work tonight. Oh my foot. Oh gosh. Okay, it's a shame that one black blogger is kicking the back. I'm not. Hold on 1 second, Valerie. I'm not kicking nobody in the back. I'm sitting down because I can't even kick. Let me tell you something, Valerie. I'm in pain. I can't kick nobody. I'm in pain. My right leg ankle is hurting. So I can't kick nobody. I'm not kicking, but I'm just doing commentary. It's no different, Valerie. I'll give you credit if you give that same advice to everybody else, Valerie. I'm here to give advice. I'm here to give commentary. That's my job. That's what I do. If you don't like the commentary, Valerie, you are more than welcome to call in and we can have dialogue, Valerie, and I will listen to you and then I will respond. But I'm telling you, I'm in no position to kick nobody. I can't kick nobody. I can't. I cannot. All right. So, Valerie, you are more than welcome to call into the Wiley Show. We welcome you for coming in because he's a public figure and he said this stuff publicly. But I'm going to be watching the chat when he go live, and I'm going to make sure if I see your comment, because I got about 1,000 troll accounts, I'm going to make sure I see the comments. I definitely do it, whether it's you or Tasha K, whoever. We have to do better. Okay, I'm going to make sure you say that on these other channels too. I'm going to be watching for you, Valerie, and I want you to call in. Let's open up the phone lines. Give me a second, because I want to speak to Sister Valerie this morning. I want to speak to her this morning. Man, I didn't even know we did a 2-hour live, man. This was a good show. I produced this show today. We opened up with some personal stuff. We got into the topics. Man. And I got to go to bed, too, because I got to work. Let me open the phone lines because I want to hear from the public. I want to hear from V-Blogs. I want to hear from everybody. So let's give the folks another hour. Let's give the folks another hour. Y'all to call in. Give me a second. Call in. Don't use any profanity. I know we don't use no. I haven't used not one curse word. That's true talent, and y'all still laugh. That's true talent. Oh, I'm so hungry. I should have bought me some bacon. I got to taste for a bacon sandwich. Don't worry, I'm order some on Grubhub. Don't judge me, because I'm hungry. This stomach is growling. It's growling. It's hungry. I done burnt up an appetite. Hey, Baha! I done burnt up an appetite.
Your show now. Press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 38 seconds.
I would air fry me some wings, but they all frozen. I would. if
We are sorry, but we're experiencing
What
a
is
problem with
it?
our system. Please try your call again later
Y'all see this?
or report a problem through the Blog Talk
Oh,
Radio.
usually it does that. Oh my gosh. Why is it doing that? Do it want the callers to call in this morning? Child. And we pay them money every month. Every month. Faithfully. This is not
Your show now. Press 1.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
okay. I think it'll work.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. 646-716-8447. We got a lot of topics that I want to hear from y'all this morning. Good morning, Anonymous.
Hello, good morning, Wiley. I'm kind of coming in late, so I have to catch the replay. But just based on the title, did Armon drag Jason Lee on Station Head?
Yes, he was responding to him on Station Head, and it was a drag. It was a light drag, and he was pretty much saying, "This is my show. You do gossip. You lied about when Queen Elizabeth was dead, so you do gossip. So why are you coming at me like this?" So, and he was just letting the world know that this is my show. You can't tell me what to do on my show, and I'm not worried about no lawsuit.
Oh, okay. When Armon hooked up with Jason Lee, I'm not saying Armon is wrong in this case. I mean, I knew they would fall out, just like how I know for a fact that one day your title will read Armon drags Cardi B, because Armon is gonna get tired of Cardi B using him, because that's exactly what she's doing. That's why she doesn't come on his show, and she will never come on his show. I hope he wakes up and he gets over the fact that Nicki Minaj blocked him and move on, because that's all she's doing is using him. So he's hoping one day that Cardi B graces his show with her presence, but she won't. And that day, Wiley, you will have 1,500 in your chat when you put that in the title, because it's coming.
Yeah,
Armon
sure.
is not gonna be able, huh?
No, I'm telling you, telling the truth. You're right.
Yes, Armon is not going to be able to tolerate that for too much longer. So it's coming. Anyway, thank you. And yes, you are talented. Okay.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Okay. Thank you. You don't have to. Thank you. Just call in and I bring you on. You don't have to press 1 or nothing. Because I know once you call in, I know you want to call in and speak. Good morning, Anonymous.
Hey, Wally, thanks so much for going live. I do want to say, is Wiggins running for Jason Lee? Why not address Jason Lee on YouTube?
Right.
And why do it on
Station
Head?
do it on
Station
YouTube.
Head, you don't have a big following.
Because you know it was a little problem
Why
that Jason didn't want to pay him at first to do the show. And then I think once he let...
He started that. Exactly.
That's true.
And you made it hot, and now they fake friends again.
Uh-huh. You know it ain't real.
Something in the milk ain't clean with them two.
It ain't clean.
And Jason, trust me, can hold water.
Eventually it's going to come out.
He's going to drag Armon very soon.
That's why you have to be careful when people do so much for you like that, because you give them power. If it's genuine, then it's genuine. And I don't think...
Tasha made him, and now Jason Lee did the leftover. For Armon Wiggins.
Because Jason was
Tasha did make him.
Jason was trying to gather him together, and he did it publicly. My thing is this: if we trying to build a mentee-mentor situation, can you just DM that to me? Because once it's public,
it don't matter. Listen to your master. Listen to your master, and Jason Lee is the master of the Armon Wiggins show. I said it. I said it. Jason Lee is the master of the Armon Wiggins show. Listen to your master.
Not to say master.
Armon Wiggins. Because if it wasn't for Jason Lee, honestly speaking, he wouldn't have been in the presence of the celebrities, if you ask me, from what I've seen.
No, it's true.
So humble, my guy, humble yourself.
Oof. That's what I'm saying. You want to talk that big stuff. It's kind of
But
hard to talk that big stuff when people gave you invitations
Exactly.
to the Kanye. You wouldn't have got that if it wasn't for Jason Lee. Like, I'm just
Absolutely.
So he talking
Because
his
I
big
didn't
stuff.
know anyone. I've been there, done that already.
He talking that big stuff, and everybody.
I've seen Kanye West multiple times. I've seen Cardi B
Yeah,
multiple times.
and everybody don't. And
Entourage
that's
is the girl. She hang out with a femme queen. Wait, let me say this. She hang out with a femme queen, and her entourage is T. They're the girls. The girls don't see you, Armon Wiggins, so therefore you're being used. Everyone have an entourage, and she hang out with the girls. I said it. I've seen it. But yeah. But I want to drag. I also want to drag Armon Wiggins for T.S. Madison, but I'm not on T.S. Madison's side because I can't stand her at times. But Armon Wiggins had the audacity to drag higher for roasting T.S. Madison when he did the same thing. You dragged that lady to filth. You called her all types of man. She got a peen. She doing porn. She doing. You dragged her to her grave and back. And now I believe you. If she can forgive mine, she could definitely forgive the Wiley Show.
Oh, most definitely.
And let's be clear.
I would never forget
the people that call into the Wiley Show. Wiley has no control of the people calling in. We call into Kiki and Kaka.
That's it.
You don't like that.
Let's be clear.
You do the same thing on your show. And it was the Queen's Court and the Supreme Court, whatever court.
Yeah, I would never forget when Armon Wiggins said on his channel, this was a low blow. He said that T.S. Madison hired R word. I'm gonna try to keep it clean.
The R word.
Cherry Boom hired the R word to work on her show. You remember he said that? That was a low blow. So
I remember.
My stuff was like little fudge chicken balls in a cup. It was never that. He went low. And I think the only reason T.S. Madison catered to him is to stop him from dragging her because his platform is so big. I don't think she did that genuinely. Oh, well, guys, I really love him. No, she did that because he can stop dragging her.
And absolutely. And then you have the audacity to get Cookie. What's her name?
Yeah, Cookie. A whole drug addict Cookie took it, and she was high. She was high.
And it's in the contract.
Mm-hmm.
And the ex-manager. You ran to try to interview the ex-manager.
Okay, now the ex-manager.
The alleged allegation with the pill.
Okay.
Like, come on.
Yeah, he really did. I'm telling you, like, that was that moment. You're telling, and I think
Don't forget.
And Maddie is smart. She said, let me just, because Armon is very emotional. When you don't do him right, he do a temper tantrum, but he does his temper tantrum with a massive platform. So to cater to him, throw him a little cookie crumbs, embrace him, show him motherly love, and bring him on your show. And it was on Fox, so it wasn't on the major. It was on Fox, so and she started talking about, and then he started talking about the medication he was on. Like, girl, what? But you make fun of people and call people psycho.
If someone alleged you taking medication, I would never speak to that person again. Like, come on, like.
And he said to calm because he couldn't calm down when he had to take a pill. All right, but you talk all this mess about Wiley taking medicine, and you had to say, like, when I heard that, I was like, you can't. And then he got mad at Madison. Child, this is bringing back memories. He got mad at Madison because Madison said, you are an infamous blog. He got mad. He called it infamous, but he kept calling Tasha K infamous. And the main thing T.S. Madison said about him, oh, you infamous. He was so mad. He was throwing a shot to the point T.S. Madison was at dinner and called into his show. You remember that? Like, that's giving me goosebumps. I remember that.
But I just call it a little message. Well, thank guys, you want to hear your comments.
Yeah, thank you, Icon. Thank you so very much. Woo, man. Y'all pray for Samantha James. I think she's in jail. Good morning, Anonymous.
Hello.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Bobby, how you doing?
Doing good.
Hey. Okay. I just got a few things to say. Okay, for one, I don't understand for the life of me is that why in the world you keep bringing up Armon Wiggins, dude? It's just like you are obsessed with him. What do our boyfriend have to do with anything? It's like the things you be saying, it's just completely so far fetched, and at the same time, it's also very sad because I feel like you bring the wrong presentation of how us people of color how we present ourselves. You know what I mean? And when I say that, I'm talking about the intellect part of us. You are constantly keep bringing this man up, try to down this man, saying his show, the tarot card is not going to do nothing. All these things. And honestly, everything you was just literally saying in regards to, Jason Lee, this person is, they just throwing him apples and oranges or whatever to keep him quiet. Everything you said, and I want to say this to you on a very serious stuff, I feel that you were saying it to yourself about Tasha K, because that's the only big holder in your game. You have nobody else that can sit up there that have any other relevancy to sit up there and say that about. And who is Tasha K? Tasha K, yes, she got 1 million subscribers, but did she get 1 million views? And my thing is this right here. Do you get paid off of how many views or how many followers you have? So that's something that you need to think about. And matter of fact, I think you already do know that because that's a part of your show. You brought it up about another YouTuber having a massive platform and you guys are getting the same views. So what that tells me is, because I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a content creator. What that tells me is that you get paid off of the views. You know what I mean? And my thing is that if you feel like you very easily to critique everything Armon do, Armon say, and half of the time it don't even be the all the way facts of the situation. You the type of person that you'll take a little bit of the truth and sit there and spin it and make it be whatever you sit there and put in your head. And I just think, like, at this point in time, that's just ridiculous and it's sad. And it's not even funny no more. I feel like that all your supporters, they act like they so rooting for you, ooh Wiley, that they're laughing at you because you're not making a good. You're not. I would never put you at the forefront of a representation of me because it's not making. It seems like something is mentally not connecting at all. Whatsoever. You know what I mean? And you the first person to say that talking about people's kids, talking about people's families is below the belt. But when it comes to this man, for whatever reason, it's like you got the biggest heart on for this man. And I think that plays the biggest part on why you continuously keep bringing this man boyfriend up. You don't know this man from a can of paint.
Well, let me personally let me personally
that?
say this. His boyfriend actually done episodes in the past speaking about the Wiley Show as well. But you listening to the Wiley Show, I'm not understanding. You have all these grievances about the Wiley Show. Why do you listen to the Wiley Show? Why are you listening right now?
Okay, well, you want to be perfectly honestly, I'm listening to you today. The reason I'm listening to you is because, for one, two of my kids is in daycare, and thank God for Jesus that I had a day off of work, and I decided to simply come and listen to your show. But outside of that, I have heard you before, and you are entertaining. You know what I mean? You are entertaining, but what keeps me from even subscribing to you is the simple fact of this right here.
But ma'am,
you continuously go on this man,
but you watch the show. Just because
I
you
watch,
don't,
baby, I watch, but I could be a member. But being a subscriber, I could be a member.
But it doesn't matter whether you're a member or not. You watch the show and you wait till the end to call in. You call in yesterday. So what I'm trying to tell you is I'm doing everything right because though on your off day, you're calling into the Wiley Show on your off day. So obviously I'm doing something right because you're calling in.
Okay. You know what? You are 100% right. You are factual right. But let me ask you a question. When you up there said in regards to Armon that Jason Lee and all these people are throwing him pebbles and apples and oranges or whatnot, and he felt Armon need to pick a side, and he feel like he's first not to. He feel like he can't say anything. But in your words, because it's apparent that he says what's on his mind and how he feels. That's very apparent. So we don't even have to discuss that. But he's frustrated in your words because of what other commentators say or whatnot, and being the fact of that he has been able to go to this party, that party, this event, and that event, that he's doing this because he don't want to step on nobody's toes. And Jason Lee, he had helped them get into some of the doors or whatnot in the past. Do you feel when you say that you speaking of yourself with Tasha K?
No,
so that's the only
because
person you ever
I can't.
Tasha K is not a celebrity.
For me, Tasha K is a very celebrity, and she's doing very great things.
She's not.
And Tasha K came on our show multiple times, and I'm only hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm just doing commentary. I'm no different than Amal Wiggins. When he had called Kaya a roach, how did that make you feel as a black woman?
When he called Kaya a roach, how it made me feel as a black woman, because I am a black woman, not even a thought, but from my disdain for Kaya, I don't like the fact that Kaya goes in on so many people. So I already don't have a good taste in my mouth from Kaya. That didn't bother me calling her a roach. But let me ask you something. What about when you called Millie a bitch to say that she was scoring Tory Lanez and all of this, and she don't take care of her kids and all that, but she's supposed to be for a black woman?
For me about Milagro Grams, I am a stand-up comedian. So what I do jokes, and I lived on the jokes, and I'm very unfiltered. No different than her calling me bees, and no different for her and her people saying all outlandish things. I'm just giving that same energy. But I just want to give advice. I just want to give advice to you. You watch the Wiley Show, but my thing is this: you watch the Wiley Show. And you're saying is if I don't like the person, I don't care if you criticize that person because I don't like them. But if Wiley does something, obviously you must have a close relationship with Amal Wiggins' boyfriend. Maybe you are Amal Wiggins' boyfriend's sister. I don't know. I can't speak on that. But obviously it triggers you. So maybe you his auntie, or you could be his sister. Maybe you his sister. There's probably. I'm not obsessed. I'm just doing. No, ma'am. You're triggered. You're triggered. I just know him as Pops. You're triggered because I'm just doing commentary. I'm a sit down comedian. Listen, I am a comedian, and we do commentary, ma'am. It's not that serious. It's just jokes. It's just jokes, ma'am. If you can't handle it, it's many other shows you can watch. You're watching me in the morning. You called into my show last night, and you watch. You are a fan.
Yes.
You might as well subscribe because you're putting money in my pocket by watching the show. You watching the show. You watch.
And guess what? I don't have an issue with that, brother. I'm glad you get some money for me watching your show. But at the same time, let's go right back to the initial question and the initial reason for me calling into your show. Why is it that you sit up there and say all these things about this man, and majority of the things that you're saying is not even 100% factual truth?
How you know that? How do you know that, ma'am, that it's not factual true? Have you met his boyfriend before?
It doesn't matter. Why you keep being stuck?
But ma'am, you keep bringing up the boyfriend. Are you his sister?
Do you want to be his boyfriend?
No, I don't want to be his boyfriend. I do not. That's your thoughts, and it's wrong. Ma'am, I do not want to be his boyfriend. I'm just a comedian, and I just do commentary. That's it.
Okay, you say that all the time. So if you a comedian and everything that he says is well, keep that same energy and have that same delivery.
I can do commentary. Listen, ma'am. Do it stop him for calling black women roaches? No, he's gonna always say that, and that's fine. That's if that's what he thinks. That's what he thinks. But you what? But ma'am, you admitted that you listen to me on station here, so you follow me everywhere.
I never listen to you on station here. What are you talking about?
When I discredit Millie, I was talking about her on station here. Most of the stuff that you said and I said about her on station here, you follow me on station here. You follow me on station, or I could have said it on YouTube. I could have said it about it on YouTube as well. But you don't follow Malagograms on station here, so you don't know what the things that she does on. You know.
I know she told you another butthole. I know that. I do know that. For at least an hour and a half straight, and you was crazy enough to sit up there and listen to it. Yeah, I know.
Because I like her. I have a crush. Oh, but she's a married woman. But I have a crush on her. I just do commentary because I like her.
That's another thing. You act like for you to be a person that's up there and sleep with men yourself, you act like you got an issue. You always, when you talking about people, homosexuals or gay people, whatever, why do you always say, yeah, why would you listen to this person and they suck peen and they do this? You always talk about
wait a minute. What I said was, why would you go to a man? Hold on 1 second, man. What I said was thinking about the tarot cards. You a black woman, why would you go to a man that sleep with men and have them to tell you about your future? That's just my opinion, whether you want to believe it or not. Obviously, a lot of the black women don't follow him over there to tarot cards because, ma'am, you never, hold on 1 second, ma'am, you never call over to his tarot. My producers are sending me stuff that you never call over to his tarot channel, so obviously you don't like it either.
What I'm saying is this right here, I don't know what you're talking about, Wiley. What I'm telling you this right here, because you don't know what I called into. But what I'm saying is,
my producer said you didn't call into his tarot channel.
You always have something negative to say about gay men, and you gay yourself.
Ma'am, it's my opinion. Can I have an opinion?
So you don't like being gay?
I never said I never, ma'am, I never said that, but you never call into our mouth. Hold on 1 second, ma'am. You never call into our mouth Wiggins show and try to police what he said on his show.
I'm gonna say this again.
That's a double standard. You never police. I never hear you call into his show and get him together. I never hear you. When he had called OG a monkey, you as a black woman didn't call in to defend her.
Okay, I'm gonna say this again about the monkey and all that. You keep speaking on that, but I've literally. Matter of fact, that's going too below the belt. I ain't even gonna say that. When I'm saying just right here, you keep speaking on that monkey situation with OG or whatnot, something that happened 3 or 4 years ago. Okay, time to move on.
But you didn't call in. How did OG? Do you know how OG must have felt? How that black woman must have felt? You wasn't there for her. You left her out there. You black. You should be out there defending your sister.
And you gay, and you sit up there and talk and criticize gay black people all the time.
I can criticize who I want. If you know anything about the LG, if you hold on 1 second, ma'am. If you know anything about the LGBT community, we are shady people. That's why a lot of black women love to hang with LGBT people. I want to correct you. I'm bisexual. I like both. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there to the world. But we are very shady people. That's what we do. And that's why you watch the Wiley Show. It's because I'm shady.
Okay, this is my last question.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get nowhere with this.
Okay.
But it is what it is.
Okay.
Okay. Do you honestly, matter of fact, I may have one question, one statement, or probably 2 questions. My thing is this: the way you go about getting your bag, the way you get your bag, do you feel that it's benefiting you and it's up there and leaping you over to the next level that you should be in? Do you feel that it's getting you anywhere or opening up any doors for you?
You know what? It's opening up
Any
doors
more-
because
any more
I
doors that has
be-
already been opened.
because I'm on
I
the
mean, you would say
I'm
that.
on the phone with you. We having a conversation. We almost got 600 people in the chat watching us from around the world. I thank God for that. So we are doing great things right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
I don't
go.
have any other questions.
All right,
ask
thank you.
What I will say is this right here is that I hope you find another method. So this
Okay.
ain't working.
Okay,
They
thank
laughing
you.
at
Okay, bye bye.
Ah.
How can she say this ain't working? If she called it to the Wiley Show. 6040 calling you on the air. I love my viewers.
Hi.
Even the viewers that don't subscribe, I love you. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Wiley. Good morning, Chet. I was calling in because I want to talk about the Nicki Minaj, Armon,
Okay.
Jason Lee, and the assistant.
Okay.
So, when you were saying you don't understand why Jason Lee called out Armon publicly, I understand what Jason Lee was saying. I can't stand Jason Lee. I do agree with you when you said Jason Lee is boring. He is very boring, but he has been in the industry for a minute and he understands lawsuits. And what he told Armon was true, because if you notice, Armon was one of the main ones under all the blogs saying, why you won't post this? Why you won't post this? Nobody covering it.
Wait a minute. He's been covered. He's been commenting under the blog saying that.
Yes,
I didn't know
Armon
that.
was under the blog. He was tweeting. He was like, notice how Shade Room didn't post. He was under the blog saying it. Why you
I
not
didn't know
posting the
that.
Nicki Minaj piece, but you posting the response? And Jason was saying the reason why blogs didn't post it is because they could not verify a source. So if they posted those accusations on them blogs, it would have been an instant lawsuit for Shade Room, TMZ, whoever posted them. So, and if you notice, Jason Lee called Armon Tasha K. And I'm going to say this. For Armon to always want to throw shade at Tasha K, he gives me the vibes that he's trying to be the next Tasha K. It's like he's trying to bait Nicki Minaj into a lawsuit so it can catapult him to that Tasha K level. You know how since the lawsuit with Cardi, Tasha K is everywhere. TMZ, everywhere. Anything Tasha K do, they talking about Tasha K. Tasha K on all the blogs, Shade Room, everything. And notice how last night Armon said, I'm not worried about no lawsuit from no Nicki Minaj. But you are. You should be. Because just like Tasha K owed at 4 million, Armon, you don't have half Tasha K subscribers. So I know you don't got 4 million in the stash. And Cardi not going to help you pay while you sitting up there on that phone gossiping with her. I'm just saying, Armon is talented. Armon is entertaining. But Armon is burning bridges by sitting up there gossiping on that phone with Cardi B, doing Cardi B's dirty work. He's sitting up there and said, yeah, I called Cardi, and Cardi wasn't behind that page. Nicki said Cardi. Nicki Minaj never said Cardi B was behind that page. In their live, Nicki literally said this was a fan base that did this. This was children that need to go find them something to do. And honestly, he should feel stupid because he was the one that was pushing the narrative that it was true. He was pushing the narrative like it was fact. He was the one that was covering it. Nobody else was covering that mess because they could not verify where it came from. And you see, last night he posted them pictures. Remember when the Kate Miller person said, this is the scene from Nicki Minaj's video?
Mm-hmm.
It was the lady sitting in that pink bed.
Mm-hmm.
You see, he went and he had to go back and repost those pictures to myself. Then he gonna sit up there and tell them, now Kate Miller lost all her credibility because this not the video.
my thing is this.
Armon,
I didn't know, and I do believe that Armon Wiggins is trying to bait into lawsuit. I heard that he's shopping, trying to get insurance for his channel. I do believe he's trying to pick a thing because even though he's talking about Tasha K, he studied Tasha K. He got the same equipment like Tasha K, and I think he's trying to get a lawsuit. But Nicki Minaj is not stupid to sue a man that sleep with men in a $4 million lawsuit that can't pay her. She's not gonna waste that time to make him bigger.
I don't even think it's about the fact that he is part of the community.
Nicki Minaj is not gonna sit up there and sue Armon and give him clout.
That's free
She's
clout.
not gonna do that. She's not gonna do that.
She's not like Cardi B. You know, Nicki can take it. Nicki, that's definitely not gonna happen. And if that's where, but
and then the fact that he said last night, Nicki never responds to rumors. So the fact that she came out here and she responded to this told me everything I needed to know. Then somebody sent him those pictures while he was on live. Then he had to put the picture up there to myself. Oh, well, yeah, Kate Miller done lost her validity. It's fake, yeah. Then after you realized it was fake, you came back and tried to spin a narrative that Nicki Minaj said this was Cardi B. So I called Cardi B, and Cardi B said, I didn't do that. Armon, you sitting on the phone, you gossiping with Cardi, and she's throwing you crumbs. I hate to say it. She's throwing you crumbs. She's not going to come on that show. She even went so far to have you take down that soundbite that you had planned. You remember the soundbite you had planned in the beginning of the show from Twitter?
Wait a minute. She told her to take that down?
I'm only talking to Armon. She had him take it down. He can't use it.
Oh my God! I haven't heard that in a while. I was wondering what happened to that song.
You ain't heard it because she had him remove it.
Wow.
You ain't heard it. So Armon, this is not to bash him. Armon is very talented. He's
very talented.
But some of the antics is what makes people feel this type of way. Like to that caller that I was just listening to, I don't think you have an issue with Armon, Wiley. I don't. Armon sits up there and he shades you, you shade him back.
Right.
That's just how it goes. I don't think you have a personal vendetta.
No, it's just regular comment. And I'm glad that you said it because he do shade. He don't say my name. Oh, you're wobbling eye. Because in the last video.
He don't want to say your name.
Right. He's not. But we shade each other. We wish him well. When the bar took a picture of him in LA, if I was a vindictive, nasty person, I would have posted a picture. It's Barb's that be reaching out.
And I've seen those pictures on Twitter.
Right, I didn't post it. If I had a vendetta against Armon Wiggins, I'd be posting pictures. I would take a flight to LA. Do you know how good commentary I can get just going to LA? So I'm looking for Armon. Is he here? Like, I don't have a vendetta against this man. No, I'm just sitting down, calm, doing commentary. To that sister, she's a fan of the Wiley Show, and she think because she don't subscribe, she's not helping the Wiley Show. Ma'am, you watch the Wiley Show. Do y'all believe if you
are helping, you're giving views.
You giving views. So people think if they don't subscribe, they're not really helping the Wiley. No, you watch. And then she calling in. She called in yesterday, and she looking for entertainment. She have kids. I get it. I understand it. And we have dialogue, but it really triggered her that I said something about Armon Wiggins' boyfriend. That must be Armon Wiggins' boyfriend's sister. I'm going to find that out. Was that his sister? Because obviously she must be a long lost sister, but it just triggered her every time I say something about the boyfriend. We never seen the boyfriend. I have pictures of him, but I ain't going to post it. We never seen him. Y'all never seen him. But I just do commentary, and he was doing commentary about me back in the day when they was on that app before Station Head. They was on another app. They was doing a radio show, and his boyfriend would be on there. They just be dragging the Wiley Show. So
let me tell you how I know you're not lying, Wiley, because I used to be a paid member under Armon's channel, and I was subscribed to his station head. You not lying. And even on YouTube, Armon's boyfriend used to pop in the back all the time and say stuff. Remember when he used to have that boys chat?
Yeah.
You're not lying.
No, I'm not lying. I know I'm telling the truth.
Lady got on her and she went into that whole rant about you constantly shading Armon, you hating Armon. I don't believe that you hate Armon.
I don't hate that.
You don't constantly shade Armon. If Armon wants to be a public figure, like he claims, he has to understand that you are going to be the content sometimes.
Facts. And that's the key. And if you can't handle that, then you shouldn't do commentary. you shouldn't do commentary.
Exactly.
You shouldn't do
Armon cannot handle what he likes to dish out to other people.
That I agree.
Then he gets on there and he goes on a rant about it. He goes on a rant, and his favorite thing to say is, "Y'all want me to pick sides? Y'all want me to choose sides?"
No,
That's
Armon, we saying be fair. We are saying stop being biased. We are saying stop saying you nothing like Tasha K and you don't like Tasha K, but get on her and do everything like Tasha K.
he does that. And my thing, he don't
to follow this same
the-
lawsuit stuff.
and it's
You don't
no
even have to be a fan of Cardi or Nicki to really watch Armon videos and see that Armon is trying to bait Nicki Minaj to sue him.
yeah, he want that beef because he saw how it got Tasha K up to a next level, and he's trying, and it is noticeable. You can tell it's noticeable. It's really, really noticeable.
Tasha K done went on tour on all these media platforms screaming, I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
She showed.
I ain't got it.
She showed.
Armon is trying, he like, oh, this is the strategy. I can't get it with being her friend. I couldn't get on Queen Radio with Maddie and Tasha. I couldn't get this. So I'm going to go to Cardi B's party and Kiki there. I'm going to get on the phone and Kiki with Cardi B. And now, oh, that's not working. Cardi made me take the soundbite down. She won't come over here and do an interview. She ain't even do no interview with Jason Lee, and she done known him longer. So why would she come to your show?
Right. I asked. That's what I'm saying. And we just having dialogue. And then what he does, he goes on his station head. He responds subliminally. And you know you tell the truth because he's going to respond. The same thing he's accusing Nicki. He does the same thing. He responds to his critics. He listens.
Yes.
He tunes in. He hear everything. You have to. I know it because I listen. So but I admit I listen because I'm a fan. He's very entertaining. And then he gets sad. He gets really sad. He be gone for a couple of times. He said, oh, I'm just gonna do tarot. I'm gonna get my mind right. How you guys
and then
see?
He go on Twitter. I'm rebranding myself. I'm no longer finna be. I am not a Cardi fan page. I am not a Nicki fan page.
He does be doing that.
Armon Wiggins. I'm Armon Wiggins. Nobody is gonna tell me what to do with my page. 2 days he act right, then 3 days later he back calling people monkeys
and roaches, yeah,
black B words,
yeah, he's
all types of crazy stuff.
He's back, and that's the truth because he always say he's want to rebrand, he want to do tarot. It doesn't go anywhere. Then he's back into the gossip. Just appreciate you are a gossiper. We don't
look, Wiley. Valerie is back in your comments. Valerie, I'm not biased. You must be a Armon fan, and that's cool. I like Armon too, and I like Wiley too. I'm not biased, but some of you Armon fans don't like calling out stuff that Armon do, but you'll come over here and try to call Wiley out.
Right, and they do it because they know I'm not gonna go off on. We're gonna have dialogue. We're gonna have great conversation. But to me, I did not know that Armon was going on the blog pages telling them why they're not posted. I didn't know that. I'm like, wow, that's crazy to do.
Yes, go on Twitter.
I'm going to go on it because I wasn't really paying attention. Like, wow.
That's why Jason Lee hopped under his page and said what he said. And everybody knows Jason Lee can't stand Nicki Minaj. So when this Kate Miller stuff came out, it was shocking. Jason Lee didn't even post it. And we all know he posted that Queen Elizabeth had passed away, and that's not true. Yeah, Jason Lee knew if I post this, I'm getting sued. So he was right to tell Armon, maybe you should never jump on this that quick.
That's true. And then Instagram kind of like discredit Hollywood Unlocked because when you try to follow it, they say it's fake news. So,
yes, it definitely says it's fake news. It's sad all around. Wiley ignored the people like Valerie.
No, I appreciate it because it's good dialogue. We have conversations because I know it's not true because we just sitting down doing commentary. Now, if I was in LA traveling, so where he live at, I know what he's there, taking pictures of him, and I would make a lot of money doing it because you know we have thousands of people in the chat. If I get on a flight and go to LA, so I'm trying to track down Armon Wiggins and then find out what he had and take pictures. Shh, Armon, what do you have to say about you and Cardi B and Nicki? And do you know it would be thousands and thousands of people? I'm not gonna do that because that's my brother. I'm not gonna do that to my brother. But Oh, that's a good idea too. If I was to do that, anyway, no, I'm not gonna do that. But Pete, I just sit down and I just do commentate like everybody else. But I think that people think that they can call in
just doing your job.
and just doing a job, and you all can criticize if you don't like it, and you can criticize if you don't like what I'm doing. That's how we open up the phone lines. But yeah, thank you, sis, for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good morning.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. No, I'm not going to LA. I'm not doing that. If I go to LA, I'm going to be going to meet up with my pastor, Dr. Larry Reed. Okay. And we don't want a pastor. All right. 9542, calling you on air.
Wally, I am cracking up. I mean, this girl, she's in the comments walling. You triggered something on Wally, and guess what? She a fan. They
watch you. You can't tell me you're not a fan of Wiley Show, and you calling in, you leave comments, you watching just because you don't subscribe. And I think that's why a lot of people don't subscribe because they think like, oh, I ain't gonna get on no subscribe. But you watch. The key is watch the show. I know people that got hundreds of thousands of subscribers and they don't got the engagements are low. So you watch it. So I thank you for that. She said, that's why I don't subscribe to you, Wiley. But you watch me and you calling in. You might as well subscribe and send a donation.
And you popping up on her timeline.
Right. She know when I go live, and she wished she watched the whole show. And I said something about the boyfriend. I don't like what you said about that boyfriend. You are so upset. Do you want to be Armon? She called in yesterday. I love it because people want to be entertained. I love callers. I love when the callers call in. So it was great.
Oh, I hope you never stop with the callers.
No, I can't. It's literally like the best callers because y'all gonna interrogate me, tell me what I should do, and y'all gonna vent. And I love that we have like the best, like literally the best callers, and I let y'all call in. Thank you.
But I've been back to the topics.
Okay.
I said there's been some a lot of people like the barbs are going in. I'm not a barb, but they're finding out like a lot of stuff about this whole Nicki Minaj assistant putting her business out. They're finding out that it actually is coming from one of Cardi's supporters, and he's supposed to be a follower of Armon, and Armon also follows him. So there's a lot of stuff. Now, if I was Cardi B, I would be careful because if she doesn't know anything about this, which I'm not saying she would, but if she doesn't know anything about this, and she sees that he's willing to do all of this, or fake news and all of that stuff, I'd be careful of him because dogs that bring bones carry bones.
I think she should distance herself from him because that sitting down there gossiping with her, he's going live. Yeah. He's going to share it. He shared it. He said, "I talked to Cardi." So, because it makes her guilty by association. It just looked guilty. And if she had nothing to do with this, it doesn't matter because you have something to do with him. He has something to do with whoever this person is that's putting out this fake news. So it's like it's like a big mess. You know what I'm saying? And her personality is what got her there, but not her being in mess. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly that's why she won the lawsuit because she felt like she was in mess. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I would be very careful of befriending this blogger beyond business. I agree. I'm talking about business and white, not even business. Kiki call me on the phone. I'd be afraid of that too. And just like Tasha records calls, you don't think this one is recording? Of course, he record calls.
Come on, that's the business. See, that's the business.
Yes.
So you can key and call all you want to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not even saying Cardi B. I'm saying any celebrity is willing to put themselves in a position like this where the person is just your advocate and they're just fighting for you. And it's not even for like a cause. It's just fighting so we could call her the queen of rap. Something stupid. You know what I mean? I would be very careful of being around him. But yes, I do agree with the caller that
this man is following. He studied. I don't think anybody knows Tasha K the way that person does. I don't think anybody knows her that way.
If you look at what he said, my quality, I studied the camera. He studied her role map. And you see the similarities because he studied his teacher. Even he keeps saying no mentor. Tasha K was his mentor. It just so happened he was a student that watched her virtually and learned the skill set even better than Storm Monroe. He learned some quality. He studied her to the T. He got monitors. He got cameras. Good quality. And he's studying the lawsuit because he see that the success that she got from the lawsuit. So he's trying to cater towards that to be in the next thing. But my thing, brother, if you get into the lawsuit, you're not going to be welcome in those circles like you want to be welcome. A lot of celebrities not going to deal with you if you get into a lawsuit with Nicki Minaj.
And his subscribers got to realize when they call and say, "Oh, Tasha K is not a celebrity. She's just somebody on YouTube." Yeah, but your fave is talking about her.
That's true.
So why would he be talking about somebody who's on their way down? You know what I mean? You're not going to talk to somebody who's been already kicked and down and they can't go anymore. You're going to leave it alone after a while. But you're not leaving it alone because you see the progress. You see the ascension. You see what she's doing. They all see it. They can sit there and pretend and say whatever they want, but the thing is, we see it. It's evident. It's in the action. So, I wish him well. I don't think a lawsuit is the way to make it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the way to do it. I don't know why you would want to go that route. It seems stupid to me. That's like the sex tape thing. One person put out a sex tape, they get popular, and everybody want to put out a sex tape. So, it's stupid to me. But anyway, I'm just enjoying the show, Wiley, and thank you for having the show this morning. You're very entertaining. Entertaining the heck out of me today.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you. And so I did see that we didn't talk about Larry Reid and Bishop Whitehead. We're going to come back tonight once I wake up. Oh, we got to do it. And we got to talk about this tonight. So I took their name out of the title for that. Good morning, Anonymous. I'll talk about that for tonight.
Yeah.
Good
morning.
Good morning.
Hi. Let me tell you something about Armon and why I think he is by that page, Wiley. He's behind it. Well, him and his people. Because you remember about 2 weeks ago, right? He went on this whole little like rampage, like he was a crackhead or something. It was just like a maniac, Wiley. He was like, somebody need to call Nicki Minaj out. She claimed that she's the queen. She up here call y'all girls, telling y'all girls that she's coming back. Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion claimed the throne like he was trying to start some beef, right? And he was like, I'm not trying to start beef or whatever. He said, but it's boring. Y'all sitting here letting her reclaim this name. She's coming back. Cardi B, where's the album? Like, why did he on this whole rampage, right? So what's the way to get Cardi B to respond to Nicki Minaj by putting out lies by Nicki Minaj, making it seem like it's coming from, Atlantic with Cardi B, right? So Cardi B, he threw you in this when he told the people, he talked to you and y'all was talking about it. So it makes us believe that you are Cardi B behind the scenes talking to people about Nicki Minaj. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So Cardi B, leave this man alone because all he wants is content. And he want to start drama. And Cardi B, if you really, really pay attention, I don't understand how you don't know this by now. Armon Wiggins is only bigging you up because Nicki Minaj unfollowed him. He was on the Nicki Minaj hype train. And if you unfollow him, Cardi B, he's going to attack you next. He put out lies about this woman. Armon, you're the only one who broke this story. The only one. And then get mad because these other reliable sources like Wiley in the Shade Room did not put it out. They just talk about the response and the lies. You went through Wiley, he did a whole 3-hour video almost saying, I believe this. I believe that. I believe this. Saying that if the video come out like this, then it's true. And he had to go and backtrack because he ended up looking like a fool. Armon, why was this page following you out of all the bloggers? It was not following the Shade Room. Wiley, was it following you?
No, I wasn't.
It wasn't following nobody but him. The only person, Armon Wiggins, let me tell you, you don't want no lawsuit with Nicki Minaj because I get on Tasha K all the time because I think it was just crazy for her and this Cardi B thing to go far. But Tasha K have more than YouTube. That's what we can say about the lady. She has more than YouTube. Armon Wiggins, if YouTube terminate your channel right now, you will go into a frenzy. Wiley, he's going to have a nervous breakdown because where is the other income? Is he a rapper? How much income is he getting from that music? Because I have not seen him charted on Billboard. So I don't understand where all this Nicki Minaj, hate come from Armon. And then you sat there and that woman who defended him, she called Kaya a roach. Wiley, I was taken over the edge by that because I remember him calling another black woman with a dark skin tone a monkey. He called that lady a monkey. This man don't like black women. That's why I think him and he don't like Tasha K. He called her the peacock woman. So this man compared our black women with these good, beautiful skin tones, the same skin tone as him, Wiley. He compared them to animals. This man see us as animals. That's why he don't like Nicki Minaj because she's a strong black woman. He trash talk her, but he uplift Cardi B because she shares some of that same, sentiment, Wiley. They can relate about the hating on the black woman. Tasha K, he don't like her either. Armon Wiggins, you called Kaya a roast, and you sat here saying that she was a peasant. Now Kaya needs to clean up her act, Wiley, but she is not no roast. She is a woman, a black woman. That's why Wiley, Armon saying he want to be the next T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison knows she had to rebrand after she was talking about people. That's why she's on Beyonce now. Wiley, that man Armon would never ever be on no Beyonce record because Beyonce respects the women, the black women. If she found out that T.S. Madison was recently calling our women roaches, she would have deleted her voice off of that song. So Armon Wiggins, you better listen to Jason Lee because Nicki Minaj will take you to the cleaners just because she can. So, and I don't think you have the backup income like Tasha K because all you got is YouTube. So you think Nicki Minaj, sue me, Wiley, if she takes down that YouTube channel, he will be coming to you asking you for help after he done trash talk you. So Armon, clean up your act. Cardi B, get off that phone with that man. Block his number, Cardi B, because all this points to working with you. Even if you had nothing to do with it, it just is a bad look. It's a very bad look. But that's all I got to say. Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. That was Sister Conservative. Good morning. We are live. Oh man. 9403.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Good morning. I just wanted to say something about the situation, about the Nicki Minaj situation.
Okay.
To me, I feel like I don't think it's Armon Wiggins. I feel like it could be Nicki Minaj just because she wants people to, talk about her. So I feel like it's not Cardi B, it's not Wiggins, but at the same time, who knows, right? But I'm just feeling Nicki Minaj has something to do with all this, just because she wants people to, talk about her and plus her new single. That's all.
All right. I hear you. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
But that could be a point. It could be all Nicki people doing this because she do got a new single. That's a good point. All right. Anonymous. But it's Armon Wiggins and Armon Wiggins' boyfriend, Eva and Cardi. I believe it's behind it. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wiley. How are you doing?
Doing okay.
That's good. That's good to know. And I just want to say I do like your show.
Thank you.
Before I get started, you're very welcome. I just want to say in regards to the whole Kate ex-assistant scandal, I think that it's all ridiculous. right? I thought that from the outside looking in, I just felt like, wow, again, like seriously, like what is going on? What is going on? What's mind blowing to me is how we've pretty much figured out that all of it is fake. It came out that certain things that were said were proven to not be true. And what's mind blowing to me, especially with the last caller, right? This person just said that this person just said that they believe that Nikki did this. Did they just say that? They said that they feel as though this is Nikki's doing. Like she started this. That doesn't even make any sense.
Okay. People will accuse Nikki saying, hey, it's very suspicious. You got a single coming out. You could do it, but I don't believe it's Nikki. I believe it's Cardi. I believe it's Armon Wiggins and his boyfriend, Eva. And I believe they are controlling that account because when that account was only following Armon Wiggins, I said, I got it. That's the boyfriend. That's Pops. Pops was actually popping. And so that's what I believe in my spirit. Okay. That's what I believe. I believe that was Pops. And they put this all together, and he gossip. And see, the thing, Cardi B gonna stop gossiping him because he keeps sharing that they talk. Now, I didn't know that Cardi B told him to take away. I'm only talking to Armon, take that audio away. I'm like, woo, wow, I didn't know that.
Right.
Because they kept sending me the clip. They kept sending me the clip that he said he gossiped with Cardi B. Don't gossip with me. Come on my show and do an interview. Don't gossip. Interview with me. Interview with me. Let's gossip on the Wiley Show. Don't worry, we're gonna bombard Atlantic Record with so many letters. You think okay? Now, of course, my publicist.
You know what?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. I know. I wanted to say I agree with everything that you're saying, and it's just mind blowing to me that people would sit up here and say that Nicki Minaj did this. This is some real low down and dirty, goofball, trifling, heathen, trick trash activity. And for somebody to say that, oh, Nicki Minaj did this because she wants the sales or she's doing this for this and that, that's the dumbest sugar honey iced tea I've ever heard. And it's like, why would Nicki Minaj want to bring this upon herself? That's stupid. And it's like people hate Nicki Minaj so much that they don't even want to just be like, wow, this is wrong. They see that this was all a setup. So they don't want to acknowledge that. Because like I said, because I've called in here before and I said Nicki Minaj was the one black woman that these people will not protect at all. So now they're trying to say that she's doing this herself. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I don't agree with that last caller. I think it's absurd. And then before I go, I do want to get into Armon. Armon Wiggins, he wants to live for Nicki Minaj so bad. He's so sad that he done chose the wrong side, and you can tell he has no choice but to continue to put himself out there. I mean, the streets is already saying that this man is getting tossed up by Latinos. He getting tossed up with dildos. He bending over left and right, up and down, round and round for some clout. My thing is this. Oh, go right ahead. Was you gonna say something?
I'm just giggling. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. But no, but that's what the streets is saying though. He's bending over left and right. He's a pushover. He's a bootlicker. He's licking the floor. He's licking boots. And my thing is this. He wants to live for Nicki Minaj so bad. He wants to have Nicki Minaj's attention. And he talks about Tasha K 24/7. The reality of it is that he talks about he brags about being on the winning team. And the matter of the fact is he has to tell himself that because he knows he's lost. It don't matter whose team you think you own. Ain't nobody on your team. That's the problem. That's what he's failed to realize. You looking for a way in, you looking for a way out, you looking for a way on. And everybody can tell.
Can I say this though? Because Nicki Minaj fans are more engaging than Cardi B fans. That's a fact. And I think that he's looking at he don't get that much support from Barty Gang like he gets support from he don't get that support like he get from Barty Gang, because Barty Gang he gets less support, but when he talk about Nicki, he get massive support, but it's nowhere near the support he gets from Tasha K. So I'm hearing all of this stuff that's going on with him, and he need to realize that getting a lawsuit with Nicki, it would hurt him in the long run because you will have to pay the money back. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it would be right for him to go, because Tasha K, you think Tasha K got dragged? Can you imagine the jokes that they're going to give to him? And I don't think that I don't think that's going to be good for him. And the whole thing is the him thing with Jason Lee. I'm going to email Jason Lee and I'm going to try to get Jason on our show, because he was responding to Jason Lee talking about, this is my show, y'all can kiss my buttons, etc., etc. But you get invited to these parties because of Jason Lee. You would have never got invited to these parties if it was anybody else. You would have never got invited to the party if it was, let's say, Cardi B, to these other like award shows, stuff like she invited to the birthday party, but other stuff, you got the invitations because of Jason. So we seeing all these situations. We're going to see how this going to play out to the world. We're going to see how this going to play out to the people. But to that fake account, Cardi B is guilty by association because she's associated with Armon Wiggins. So I do believe that if she's not doing it, one of her team members is doing it, that follow both Cardi and Armon. So yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
And he keep on, but notice this though, he keep on putting it out there that him and Cardi B talk. Because I'm telling you, when stuff hits the fan, it's gonna go right back to Cardi B. That's the thing, and that's what's so funny. It's like you sitting up here putting it out there that you and Cardi B talk this and that and the third, like she's like your protection or something. That girl don't give a FUCK about you. And then when it all go down, trust and believe he gonna fold up. He gonna fold up. It's so obvious. They've been texting each other. They've been DMing each other. They've been on the phones with each other. So much stuff, even with Jason Lee. Because the streets is talking. The streets is saying they screwing each other. That's what everybody is saying. I know you didn't heard it. That's what the people is saying. Let's just be real here. This dude thinking that he working hard. Like, no, baby, you a leech. You a leech out here in these streets. You a simp. You a simp. You got a dot on your head. You got a dot on your head and a dildo up your behind with 2 fingers in your mouth. So come on now, let's cut it out. I just don't like it. And Wiley, I agree with you on the fan base as far as Barbs. The Barbs do have to stop engaging, but at the same time, we have to also acknowledge Barty Gang, because if anything, they're worse than the Barbs.
But my thing is they are very supportive. Like, let's be clear, Black Tea Blogger, we love her. She makes sure to put Nicki in the title because that fan base pushed Black Tea Blog into being one of the best blogs out there. Right, and that's a big part because of the Barbs.
But Barty Gang hold weight too, vice versa.
And then also too, Cardi B, and then Cardi B did, and then Cardi B called her out, and that's how I found out about Black Tea Blog. So yeah, but yeah, they do support, but they're nowhere near like the Barbs. The Barbs is like they're legendary. Their support is more thick than Cardi B support. I'm just saying that on Twitter and stuff like that. Like, it used to be the Beehive, but now the Barbs got that title as the most engaging fan base.
Right. And you're right, but I feel like if it's like that, then how about this? How about, as a so-called real blogger, a YouTuber who's all about professional journalism, who's all about getting the truth out there and helping the community. Since we don't really know much about these celebrities, we're all on the outside looking in. Instead of pandering to the fan bases, do your job. Just do your job, because if that's the case, the Barbs can't help it. That's Nicki Minaj y'all talking about. So of course the Barbs are going to be all up and through the videos, the comments, no matter who it's coming from, no matter where it's coming from. How about y'all do y'all's job? Because on the outside looking in, yeah, as a fan base, yeah, we do need to stop engaging. But on the outside looking in, from a professional standpoint, it looks bad. Why are you putting this and that out there because of a fan base? Because you know it's gonna get this much traction. Where's your integrity? Where's your accountability? Why are you just posting BS for a response from a fan base? That don't even make no sense. Because that's really what it boils down to. And that's not professional.
It's not. But my thing with this, the fans make stars. They make, especially with the blogging stuff, they make stars. Because I don't see this for Lil Baby. I don't see this from the baby fans. For the male fans, I don't even know what they call their fans. But when it comes to Cardi B and Nicki, I wish that them two women can have a conversation on Zeus. And lay out.
That ain't gonna work. That's some BS, because it's not about the fans. It's not just about the fans. Blah blah blah. It's not just about the fans, Wiley. It's not, because it goes deeper than that. If they gonna have a conversation, not just Nicki Minaj and Cardi B need to have a conversation. You gotta understand, so many people dibbled and dabbled in the midst of that BS. It was a bunch of nonsense. If they're going to have a conversation, that means so many other people are going to have conversations too, because it just wasn't about a fan base. Things were said, things were done, lies were told, people were plotting.
So y'all
forgotten how 2017 was, when all of these people came out the woodworks? You had people from Love and Hip Hop coming for this woman. We had never heard about nothing bad about Nicki Minaj being this and that until after she said. And then all of these people came out of the woodwork. Did y'all forget how bad this stuff was? People was pulling stuff out of their behind like it wasn't nothing. It's more to it than just the fan bases.
Okay. Do you think, I personally think that Nicki and Cardi should have a conversation, because listen to me, like, those two black women should sit down, but I don't think, because there's so much bad blood, I don't think the fans are allowed peace. I think it's more profitable for them to be at odds. Okay.
It got to start with Cardi B first. She started it. Let's start here too, Wiley. Mm-hmm. Nobody would be talking about fan bases. I'm telling you, wasn't nobody talking about fan bases until Cardi B did that. That was all a part of the plot. Let's bash Nicki Minaj. And if a fan base get involved, we gonna bash them too. So it became not only about Nicki Minaj, it became about the Barbs too. She started that. Y'all started this. Like, we gotta keep it a buck. Like, this stuff happened because of a plot. Like, wasn't nobody talking about fan bases like that before it was cool to hate Nicki Minaj? All this fan base talk, wasn't nobody talking about that. Oh, the fan bases is this. The fan bases create stars. Since when? Wasn't nobody talking about that? That was all a part of the plot. People hate Nicki Minaj so much they don't even like when her fans defend her. So that became a problem. Cardi B started that, because of the Barbs. The Barbs leaked this, the Barbs leaked that. So she put that out there so everybody else could run with it. It is what it is. They started that. That's all a part of the plot. It's deeper than just the fan bases. The fan bases are just in it. Y'all put them in it. So it is what it is. It go both ways. If we make stars, then let that be it. If we that toxic, leave us alone. I understand where the Barbs is coming from. And hey, the same thing could be said about Barty Gang. Leave Barty Gang alone. Stop pandering to them.
Because my thing is that when Armon went live, he said he had a source and they waved at each other at the Met Gala after party. And he said that Nicki Minaj was spooked and nervous. My thing is this: I'm going to do something. I'm going to write a letter to Reverend Al Sharpton, to Jesse Jackson, and to see if he can bring them two black women together to have a
Oh my
conversation.
God.
And I'm going to release the letter publicly. So you all can see to see if they, can bring those two Black women to have a conversation. And so that's definitely going to do. My public's going to be really, really busy because we definitely going to be putting it out because we definitely going to be reaching out to Atlantic Records because I would love to see a conversation between them two. I would love to. And we invite both of them on the Wiley Show, them two beautiful Black women on the Wiley Show as well, so they can sit down and have a conversation.
A Black woman and a Latino woman.
Okay.
The two beautiful women. One
Okay,
is Black,
the
one is Latino.
okay, we can't say two women of color, as they would say, or a Latino and a Black woman, okay? Because some people say she ain't Black. But I would love for them two women, them two queens to come together to have a conversation. And then what I would do, I would bring LaKim in to have a conversation with Nikki.
Bring Remy Ma. Bring them all in and talk about
and just have a summit.
Talk about the lie, about the baby, talk about all of that. Talk about the lion, talk about the whole sheep there, talk about the Chippendale, the link up, talk about all of that. Yeah, bring them all in and let's break it all the way down. I'm all for it. I'm all for it because at the end of the day, until it's actually like that, because I really agree with you. We can do that. We can do that because everything that Nicki Minaj has said has never been a lie. She's never been caught in a lie. She knows how to come with receipts. These girls linked up to get her out, not the other way around. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how it all started with the lie that Nicki Minaj talked about this girl's daughter that still has not been proven today. Let's talk about it where it really stems from. I'm all for it, but ain't nobody gonna keep it real like that. Because the whole narrative is it's all Nicki's fault. It's Nicki. But don't nobody want to keep it a buck on why this and that happened. It was just formed out of jealousy. The same way this whole Kate Miller stuff was played out of jealousy and envy because her song is about to drop. People know it's a hit and they're threatened by it. It is what it is. But that's really all I had to say, Wiley. I love you.
Thank you. Love you
this
too.
is my second time being on your show, so I can't believe that I was actually on here again, and I will call in some more.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. We got a couple of more callers in here. We're gonna bring them on. Good morning, 9403. Oh, you calling back in? Good morning, 9403. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, you back on the Wiley Show. Can you mute me in the back? Can you mute me in the back?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
She said the reason why I think that Nicki Minaj did that is because I don't like her. First of all, I do not hate Nicki Minaj. I'm not a fan of hers, but I do hear her music. I'm not a fan of Cardi B, neither. But at the same time, sometimes people do self-sabotage, whatever you say that word, just because they want people to talk about them. Some people do stuff like that, And the thing about Nicki Minaj is she's the type of person, like when people talk about her, she want to come online and talk stupid stuff, whatever. So for me, I don't think it's Cardi B. If it's her, I don't know. I don't think it's Wiggins either, but I just feel in my heart is Nicki Minaj for some reason. Just because the way she come out to say, oh, if y'all don't believe me, yeah, I don't care, stuff like that. It's just some people do self-sabotage, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Do you hear me?
I hear you really well.
Hello?
No, I hear you. I hear you.
And another thing is people in your comments, they are so rude. I don't like nobody in your comments, because I'm talking to you. They talking about, oh, girl, bye, stuff like that. No, they need to get a life. The only people that I'm okay with in your comments is Deborah Mitchell, because I know she's a follower of you. But the other people, I don't like them. And I don't like that other last caller neither. I don't like her. She's going to say that I don't like Nicki Minaj. I don't care about Nicki Minaj.
All right. Well, we thank you, and I do.
But I do not hate the woman,
Thank you. And I love you.
Bye.
I love you so much for calling in. but my audience is just
Okay.
like the Showtime at the Apollo. I don't know if you watched that, but my audience is like it's the Showtime at the Apollo crowd. They throw this stuff in the crowd. They say different stuff. They sometimes say next caller. Don't take it personal. We thank you so very much for calling in. 9582 caller, you on air. No, we gotta let you because you want to play on the line. 0235.
Hey, Wiley.
Good morning.
Morning. I just woke up. But listen, I don't know what. Why does she keep calling in though? She's very funny.
You know, I'm on Twitter and I'm tweeting it out to all the Barbs and I'm tweeting it out to Barty Gang, so we may get some new carders. So I'm on Twitter, and one of the Barbs, unfortunately, one of the Barbs said to me, it was a bad comment. One of the Barbs said, "Not while I tagging you." And then another Barb said LMAOOOOOOO. So the Barbs are just, I'm tagging the Barbs so they can watch the Wiley Show. And it's okay because it doesn't, get to me at all. Cardi B fans, let me not tear up. Cardi B fans never said that to me. So, but Nicki Minaj fans has done it. I'm just playing, but it's okay. But I've been tweeting them on Twitter, and one of the Barbs said not wobbly eyes and stuff like that. It's okay, but they say what they say. You have to have thick skin.
Eye alone.
Thank you. But I'm surprised that you're up because I'm like, where you must have been asleep. I was looking for your call earlier today.
Yeah, I just woke up. But listen, I don't think that Nicki would even give Cardi the opportunity to try to be cool with her again, because Cardi's whole career is based on the beef that she has with Nicki. That's the truth. Lady LaSure confirms all of this, that Atlantic was looking for someone to beef with Nicki for clicks and views. So it's never going to happen. Nicki is too smart for that. They can be cordial and just keep moving without addressing each other, and that would be good. But like a collaboration, no, that's never going to happen. Because the first thing Cardi's going to do is make up some fake drama, and then they're going to start the whole beef again. So I just think that just like they did with Motorsport when she lied about Nicki dissing her about calling her a quarterback. Like, come on now. Like, Cardi just wants... Cardi's struggling right now, and that's the truth. And the thing that will give her an opportunity is beefing with Nicki again. It is the truth. I think that Cardi is done, in my opinion. She ain't offering nothing. These new female rappers, Doja Cat, hell, even Sweetie and Megan, they're doing... I'd rather listen to their music than her. Like, come on now. I think it's just Nicki should just keep doing her thing. Freaky Girl drops on August 12th. I hope y'all be waiting for her. I'm gonna be ready. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much for calling in for that. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. Wow, we had a lot of callers today. Man, y'all have missed the Wiley Show.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
Okay. Thank y'all so very much. I'm just sitting here. This show was so lit, and I forgot to talk about two topics. So I'm going to go take a quick little nap. I'm still in pain. I'm going to pop me a pain pill. But I thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Thank you so very much for the donations. To the supporters came through. Love y'all support. This has been great. We have one of the highest rated shows, morning shows. We are like a beast at morning shows. We the only show that do morning shows. We make other shows do morning shows. and they in a totally different week. We had a dope show. Man, it was just definitely great doing this daily work, when you're doing more show. So I appreciate that. Have a nap, some food, come on back soon. Wiley Show was like, yes, I gotta come back tonight. Cause and I want to make sure I gotta make sure they wake me up, call me and to wake me up. Because I have to get up to talk about these other topics I forgot to talk about. No, Nicki Minaj Star Power is definitely doing good. We got another caller here, 7547. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiley. Let me mute you in the back. Okay. Are you interested to cap off the show with a couple sound bites of a show that happened yesterday where someone was shut up and Gumby couldn't have no words?
No, you can just give me a recap of it. You don't have to play it.
Ooh, okay. Well, the recap was that they were just labeling that Cardi B is dead to them and she's no longer revivable. Hot Garbage was not charting the way it should. She went to go direct. They was talking to Gumby. You know who Gumby is now?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So they was talking Gumby. All they could do was gum at the camera. Wow. They shut up. They shut them up. They shut them down. There's 3 clips of it on Twitter, Wiley. You better go look for it. All they could do was
tag me at Wiley Show so I can see those clips and I can do a review on it.
Okay, there's 3 videos. Each one is a minute long. It was a caller, and all they kept saying was Cardi is just go watch it. I wish I had more time, but I have to go. Okay,
all right.
bye.
Thank you. Child, please, we'll review it. She talking about Armon Wiggins, who was Gumbo. They always doing his nicknames, child. My nicknames are Wobbly Eye, Lazy Eye, Wobbly Eyes, Lazy Eye. I get all type of nicknames. You know what I'm saying? Man. And I'll post the clips, but y'all tag me on the Wiley Show. Y'all have to tag me on the Wiley Show on Twitter for me to see. And let me pull up my Twitter here. And y'all tag me on Twitter and I'll post it on my Instagram. Because I don't know how to I know how to post clips, but tag me on Twitter. I have removed Caillou from my Twitter. Let me not my what do they call it? My header, because I had Caillou as my header, so I have my show as my header. Give me a second here. Okay. All right. So y'all can follow me on Twitter. Okay. All right. 6040.
Hi, Wiley. I just called back in to respond to that last caller.
Okay.
Talking about the chat. Why she gonna come over to the Wiley chat spooked and nervous? How she gonna come over here spooked and nervous? Talking about some, I don't like nobody in your chat. They all mean and was talking about me. Girl, don't come over here spooked and nervous. We is not mean. We just be talking.
Yeah, it's just like the Showtime at the Apollo. That's the type of audience I have. They're very opinionated. And people just can't take it. I tell people all the time, don't look at the comments. Don't look at the comments, child. Because, woo.
Yeah, like, don't pay attention to the
And then, because they do the same thing to me. When I go
into
into other shows, they be dragging me. When I go to Malago Grams, her chat, oh my gosh, hundreds of, it don't bother me. I play into the comments.
Like, it's like, girl, it's all fun and games. Like, girl, we not tripping off you for real in real life. Don't do that. Everybody just joking. Like, she was raising her blood pressure. She all like, I don't like nobody in this chat. Everybody in this chat, man. Don't be spooked and nervous. It's all right. We not gonna get you.
Oh man, thank you so very much. Yeah, the chat go is on everybody. That's what the chat does. 9403, calling you on air. Oh, man. 9403. You got to mute me in the back. 9403. I know you're calling back in, but you have to mute me in the back. 9403.
Hello?
Yes, you back.
Hello?
Yes, you're back.
Yeah. Okay. Again, sorry for calling again. I'm a very nervous person, but I'm not sure. Whatever. But anyways, I just feel like your comment people are so mean. Again, I do like Deborah Mitchell. That's it. And you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you so very much for calling in. But yeah, I remember I had a guest on our show, and he was so mad at the comments. He was just going in on the comments. So now he's gonna come back on our show, December in the future. But we're gonna do a pre-recorded interview because he can't handle the comments. So when I bring him back on, it's gonna be a pre-recorded interview, and then I stream it as a pre-recorded because last time we brought him on, he was responding to the comments. So I'm gonna do a pre-recorded, just like I did with Von Ray Baby Mama. It was a pre-recorded interview. It was pre-recorded because I didn't want no messed up stuff, and I was to be able to be into the chat. I only allow people that don't know anything about YouTube to do a live show because the chat definitely is a chat that keep it real. But we're gonna have to do our pre-recorded. Type in the chat pre-recorded. Okay, pre-recorded. Thank y'all so very much because y'all like the video. We need some more likes. Let's get 30 more likes. Like the video. This was fun, man. And I'm kind of like losing my voice because I'm gonna rest my voice for the rest of the day. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now my station head. Okay, I am on station head, and I'm gonna drop the link for my station head because a lot of y'all are not following me on station head. I do want to drop the link for my station head. A lot of y'all not over there. That's why we only get like 50 people. And so I'm going to drop the link on my station here in the chat because I put the poll out for people that's on my station here. And a lot of y'all not on my station head. Station head is unfiltered. I mean, we are very unfiltered over there on station head. Station head, when I tell you we unfiltered, we drag, we cuss, we get into some things over there. If you want to drag somebody over there, we really, it's really unfiltered. I wish I could be unfiltered on YouTube, but we don't be unfiltered on you. I chose to have a clean show. But on Station Head, we really, really, really drag. So if you're not on Station Head, download the app Station Head. And you can follow us. It's an app. It's a radio show app. Nicki Minaj was over there. Sometimes she drop in over there. Sometimes Cardi B been over there on Station Head. It's another app. So you can definitely download another app. You can download another app on Station Head. And it is free. Station Head is free. It don't cost a dime. And we go live over there on Station Head. I do appreciate the people. We have a blast over there on Station Head. We have fun over there on Station Head. It is a show. Sometimes we chart in the top 10. Sometimes we be number 88. Sometimes we be number 9. But we typically try to do our pre-shows on Station Head. We typically do our pre-shows on Station Head, and we do our lives and the pre-show just as fun as the real show. Thank y'all so very much. What happened to that exclusive room app? You still going there, Wiley? I forget the name. And then also we do Patreon. So we're gonna be doing some streams for Patreon and for members only. For our Vegas trip, we're gonna be doing that. If you don't see me going live, I gotta do live because I'm doing nonstop August, but we will do a live for Station Head. I'm sorry, for members only and for Patreon. So make sure y'all subscribe to that for in Vegas. And also we'll be in Vegas August 26, 27, 28. August 26, 27, 28. And also we are on Clubhouse. Now, Clubhouse, we haven't done a room over there in Clubhouse yet, but we will start. It's a lot of apps, and I don't do this full time. So I work a job. So a lot of times, a lot of my competitors, a lot of them, they do this full time. I don't do it full time yet. I couldn't do it full time if I wanted to, but I still like to work. I'm stubborn. But we do appreciate that. Thank y'all for the love. So a lot of y'all have been sending me clips to like sit down jobs, reception jobs. I do appreciate that support from the supporters, from the love, from the producers. Thank y'all so very much. I'm talking low because I'm trying to preserve my voice for tonight because we're doing a nice show if I get up in time. If I don't get up in time, it'll be in for a morning show. But the main app is Station Head. Yeah, we do be on Station Head a lot. But thank y'all so very much for calling in. These fans base must be stopped. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. Let me make sure there's no more callers. Thank y'all so very much. I'm gonna close the phone line. Thank y'all so very much. We ask that y'all leave us a comment. Let me know how I did. Leave us a comment.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah, leave us a comment in the chat. Thank y'all so very much. Check the Twitter notifications for the nice show. Then I will definitely do that. Make sure y'all subscribe to the backup channel, The Wiley Show, the backup channel. Make sure y'all text Wiley to 888-534-4939. You can be notified whenever I go live, so it's no problem whenever we go live. If you missed the live, I apologize. Catch the replay. You got 3 hours of content, and leave us a comment. Thank y'all so very much. This was a fun live. I'm gonna see y'all in the next episode. Make sure y'all subscribe. It's free to do. Peace.